How's it going, Branch? And welcome to the stream. And it's G-Tater. Well, how's it going, Tater? Give me 1 second, gentlemen, and we will get this party started. Alrighty, Wizards. How's my day been? My day's been pretty good. Thank you for asking, G-Tater. How's your day been? My day's actually just getting going. I worked a nice long bar shift. Very bad until you saw my beautiful face. Oh, G-Tater's beautiful face. I agree with that. G-Tater's beautiful face brightens up everyone's day. And so does Branch's. You guys are great. You guys are fantastic. Did a little bar cleanup. Played a bar cleanup simulator in real life. It was a lot of fun yesterday. And then I took like a 6.5 hour nap, which I think some people refer to as a sleep. And now we're here. We're in the wizard tent. Back into my bartender prime. I'm working my way. I'm working my way back in there. I can still only handle maybe 1 or 2 days a week. Yeah. Take it easy, G-Tater. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun hanging with your family. We are going to be continuing our adventures in Myst. Some people call it sleep. Zoran calls it a nap. Yeah. It's kind of funny because like I don't really sleep. I kind of just nap. You gotta get it in when you can, you know? Gotta get it in when you can. So, it is Sunday, Wizards, and you know what? Let's get right into it. Let's dive right on in to the old Myst. So, when we last left our protagonist, he was wandering around this strange island, and we're gonna go take a look at what's going on this island here. It's actually pretty neat. This is a musical lock. And so we're going to have to use our ears, Wizards, our ears and our eyes, to gain entryway to this strange, ornate door. If you remember last time, we learned all about Atrus and the boys. Sable, welcome. How's it going? We learned all about Atrus and Cirrus and Akinar and Catherine. We haven't met Yisha yet, but we solved the generator puzzle on the what is it? I can't even think of the name. The Stone Ship Age, I think it's called. So that unlocked a linking book, and it has linked us to this lovely island. And so what we're going to do... Ooh, let's take a picture of our spaceship. Oh, yeah. Look at that. What we're going to do is we are going to take a look at this lock, and then we are going to go look at each of these puzzle zones, and we're going to figure out what this contraption is here with all of these radio dishes. And then we're going to work our way through the solving of this puzzle. And it's actually a really sweet puzzle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut the music down so we can actually use our ears for this puzzle. So you'll notice we stand over by the clock and we've got this nice little rhythmic ticking noise. So we got our first sound is clock. Clock is our first sound. Let's go check out what's up over here. I see another one of these. Okay, we've got what looks like a fissure, a volcanic fissure, and it's making a nice rumbly volcano noise. Beautiful. Excellent. That is our second audio cue. Is there another something up over here? What do we got over here? Is this the Babbling Brook, I believe? Okay, we're going to check out what we got over here. We're going to listen with our ears. Oh, this one's got to be turned on yet. Yeah, we got a nice babbling. The brook is babbling. And nobody knows what it's saying. It's saying something, though. It's been around for a long time. It's got to be very wise. So we've got 3 of our audio sounds, our audio lock sounds. Let's go see what else we got. 1, 2, 3. Yep, all 3 of these are checked. Ooh, we got some crystals. All the hippies in the house. Bust out your crystals. And those crystals are a-singing. They're making this lovely sing-song. They sing a song from Sing Sing. Sipping on ginseng. Isn't that how the lyrics go? From the Wu-Tang Clan. And then we have our final little thing down here, which is the windy vent. And I believe all 5 of these, we have these all 5 turned on now. Did I turn on the one over by the crystals? I can't remember. It sure looks like it, doesn't it? Over there in the distance. And so the next thing we're going to do, I see a entryway here. I see an exit right there. I think we're going to go to that little center island. And we're going to try to align. We're going to try to align these radio dishes. Oh, it's so dark down here. It's so spooky. Turn the lights on. Oh my goodness, there's bats. There's enemies. That's actually kind of a cool effect. I like that. I like that addition, Cyan. Thank you. Thank you for remaking this lovely game for us. So here we are. We've got the radio antennas, and what do we have? Spooky box. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we are aligning each of the antennas, and what we're going to do is we're going to listen for that sounds like the wind tunnel. We're listening for the water droplet sound that we heard earlier. That is the volcano fissure. Was there another one right here? That sure sounds like a water droplet if I've ever heard one. Okay, let's go find the volcanic fissure. There's the crystals. You can see that it's the actual crystal one. There's the one by the clock. So we have kind of a bird's eye view. I believe that's the volcano fissure. Now we're going to go back to the clock. So as you can see, we're capturing, we're dialing in each of these sounds, and each of these sounds is producing a unique wave here. Oh, and actually, luckily, this one's already right near where it needs to be. And the only one we need now is the windy tunnel. That's the fissure again. Brought to you by Michael Jordan's Chaos in the Wind City. This is the Babbling Brook. Yep. Okay. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep on keeping on. What's this? I think that's it. Okay, so that's interesting. It's playing them in a unique order here. So if we 3. So it's water, tunnel, clock, fissure, crystal. Water. Water, tunnel, clock, fissure, crystal. We're going to remember that. We're going to remember that. Water, tunnel, clock, fissure, crystal. Let's head back down into the tunnel. Water, tunnel, clock. I believe that is going to be the combination that we need to unlock this door. And now we're gonna have to use our ears. Water, tunnel, clock, fissure, crystal is our sound order. Let's run right on back over to the door. Okay. Okay, so water, that's the first one. Tunnel, I think that's correct already. Clock. Fissure. And then crystal. Water, tunnel, clock, fissure, crystal. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Wizards, we win. And the spooky door has opened up. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see what's inside, shall we? How fantastic. We got this extraordinarily spooky cave. Reinforced. Beautiful. At least it's safe. And what do we have down here? Oh my goodness, it's Mr. Mumbo Jumbo's submersible. Is this like that thing that those billionaires died in? I don't know. I don't know, Atrus. Is this safe? Those magnets? How do they work? Alright, let's climb into this coffin, into this death machine here. Make sure to close the door so we're not depressurized. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, okay. We're going down, baby. We're going down, down, down. We're going down. We got this little porthole. We can see what's going on. And we got the controls. We got forward, backwards, left, and right. Deep into the earth. Oh, I remember this puzzle. This puzzle requires us to make a map. Oh, yes, it does. So we are sitting on a slew of dead ends with an exit to the north. I distinctly remember this puzzle because I remember as a child, I don't think I ever passed this as a child. It wasn't until I played this like much later. And luckily I'm already prepared. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just map out. What do we want to do? Stars? Do we want to do stars? The stars and stripes? Let's do stars. Let's see if this works. So let's just say if we are heading, we're gonna head north. So we're gonna go ahead and start down on the bottom of our screen here, And I'm just going to go ahead and put a star. And we're going to put an S for super duper. That's actually not what we're going to put an S for. How do I select? There we go. An S for super duper de-duper duper. Can I still move that? Sort of. No, not really. Look at that. That's going to be our origin point. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to just draw a line straight up north. And that is going to be our first track. So let's go ahead and move on to the next junction. Yes. I remember this puzzle distinctly because each of these junctions looks nearly identical. And if you don't make a handwritten map... Oh, you're totally good. Lurking is encouraged, especially on Sunday, especially on lazy Sunday. And good for you cleaning your keyboard. That is something that I desperately need to do. It's very important to keep your gaming tools nice and clean. So let's just go ahead and probe around. I'm not seeing any exits so far. We do have an exit to the south, which is where we just came from. Southwest, nothing. But the west corridor is open. Yeah, northwest. Okay, so we're going to look at the west corridor. So from here, we've got another point of actuation here. Boom, 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 boom. This is going to be junction number 2. Actually, can we move this? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And electric boogaloo. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a line going off to the west. And let's go ahead and take this pathway to the west. What a silly little train track system we have going on here. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the path continues straight through to the west. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop another star. I'm going to drop another star. And this is where we are currently. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a continuing path that goes this way. And then let's just take a quick little gander really quick. Gander Mountain. And just make sure that we don't have any other pathways. Northeast, no. East is where we just came from. Southeast, no. South, we can go to the south. Interesting, okay. So from here, there is also a path to the south. And let's just continue to look around and plot. Nothing to the southwest. And then we've got that path to the west. So since the south is our new bearing, let's go ahead and explore the south. Get your cowboy hat. We're going exploring, boys. We're exploring the south, and then we're going to go check out the west wing. Ooh, there was a ding. Interesting. There's a bell at this junction point. Let's go ahead and explore all of our possible pathways. Does this do anything? Nope, it makes a little ring-a-ding-ding-ding sound, though. We can go back to the north. Yeah, that's totally cool. Northeast, east. It doesn't look like there's any other... There's not. There are not any other pathways from down here. So we have a dead end, but not to completely despair. We have a dead end, but there's a little bell sound down there. So let's go ahead and let's mark that. We're going to put another junction down here. This is a dead end, but we're going to go ahead and put a little green lightning bolt just to represent there's something going on here. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what it is. We're going to head back to this junction, and then we're going to head to the west. And we're going to see what the west wing has on offer. Okay, so we're back up at Campfire Junction. Now we're heading out into the west. Make sure to get your saddlebags all rustled up. Okay, straight on through to the west, and then it actually continues through again, interestingly enough. So we're gonna make another one here, and then this, it looks like the path curves a little bit to the left, so we're actually going to, I'm gonna put a little nub here because I don't know what the actual ending trajectory of this is gonna be. And then let's just go ahead and just get our bearings and make sure there's no other hidden paths going on here. So let's check out northwest, we got nothing. To the north, we have nothing. To the northeast, there is a path, okay. All right, we're gonna mark that mentally. This is back east. This is where we just came. And then southwest, there is also a path. So we actually have like a diagonal bisection happening here. So we've got, what is this? What's going on here? Get out of here. We've actually got a path going diagonally up and a path going diagonally down. Very interesting. Let's explore these diagonals before we continue onwards. So let's go to the southwest first. Let's go check out what's going on down here. Okay, and we have another junction, as is expected. And let's just go ahead and rotate and map out this junction. Northwest, nothing. North, nothing, as expected. We can go back to the northeast. This is where we just came from. Back to the east, nothing. Southeast. This actually makes a different sound when we weren't. So this button has a very unique sound. This is why we marked this with the lightning bolt. I don't know what it is yet. We're gonna figure out what that is. Yeah, it makes like a kind of a more hollow, raspy version of the bell. Perhaps indicating we are not following the path of the beam. Let's head back to the northeast. And then we're actually gonna just follow this straight on through. And then see what is on the other end of this path. Continue again to the northeast again. Okay, and we've, as expected, arrived at another junction up here. So we're gonna go ahead and plot this northeast. Look at this, we're starting to get a little map here. Pretty soon we're gonna know exactly where we are. More or less. And let's just go ahead and do a little quick survey. We're gonna survey the land. You know, Atrus could have perhaps put a couple more windows on this magnetic underground hover device apparatus train track thing. Hey, there's an exit to the north. Okay, so we actually can keep going from this path up, and then I think the next one is where we actually came from, so it has to be north, has to be the only available path. So let's just go ahead and take this. And interestingly, this cart is turning. So we started on a northward trajectory. We are now turning northeast, and it looks like we're going to end facing east. So we're actually going to take that into account when plotting this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plot this here. And I'm going to go ahead and use this curvy line to indicate that we came from the north, but we are now facing east, and then we find ourselves at that junction. So let's go ahead and survey, and we can go to the northeast from here too. Okay, interesting. So this one actually runs. Oh no, we don't want to keep messing with you. Stop. You are already perfect. You're already beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and put a northeast exit on here. Let's just keep figuring out what's going on. Southeast, nothing. South, nothing. Southwest, nothing. Back to the west, which is where we just came from. And there's one to the northwest as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and plot this back to the northwest. And we have 2 possible new exits. So let's go ahead and explore the northeast first. Let's see what's up here. And yep, another junction. Excellent. Let's go ahead and plot that on our map. We're going to go ahead and put another junction up here to the northeast. This is where we find ourselves right now, wizards. And we're just going to do a quick little survey. And the bell still sounds all weird and hollow. It perhaps sounds even more weird and hollow than it was before. Path to the southwest is open. That's where we just came from. And I don't see anything else over here. I believe this is just a dead end. So we're going to head back to the southwest, and then we're going to head to the northwest, and we're going to explore that other little area back to the southwest. And so we are back at this junction right here. And let's just go ahead and turn to the northwesterly persuasion and see what's going on over here. And as expected, we have another junction point. I think this is a trap over here. I don't think this is actually... This little corner, I think, is meant to trap people that are not making a map. So I don't think there's actually anything up here, but we're going to just double check. Still no sound. This is my only point of feedback is this orange button, and it makes a bell sound sometimes. We're still trying to figure out what that bell sound... Okay, back to the southeast. This is where we came from. And we've got nothing. We've got nothing. We've got nothing. Northwest. Can I actually... I can. Ooh, we can go backwards. Interesting. Okay, back to this junction. We're going to go ahead and leave to the west, heading back down to this junction, and we're going to return over here, because this is currently my only path forward. So let's go ahead and rotate to the west. And now this track is going to curve back along. It's going to spit us out facing south. Ooh, I can tell. I can see if you weren't paying attention, this might trip you up. Okay, so now we're here. Now we're going to head southwest. South by southwest, 900 paces, and you will find the buried treasure. And then we're going to leave to the west. So after we hit this junction, west is our way forward. Because wait, this is the diagonal one. Yeah, we already explored down here too. What's our bell sound like? Oh wait, it's making like... There's actually like three different bell sounds. Like one of them is like a full-on ding. One of them's like a hollow. So actually, that's really interesting. The dude who flies higher than the albatross. That guy, Pete Boss. Welcome, Pete Boss. Welcome. We're playing Myst. Oh, hey, wait, this one's changing directions too. So we left west, and we're ending up north. And it's turtles. Welcome, turtles. Oh my goodness, everybody's here. You guys. Everyone's come to check out the Myst. Okay, so now it actually spit us out to the north. So this one does a little sneak too. So for all of the new homies that have just joined us, we are currently exploring a cart tunnel maze. Pete Boss, oh, thank you so much for contributing points to the Zoran Rants Paints and Music Stream Challenge. Pete Boss has contributed an eye-watering 18,000 channel points. What a guy. What a G. So what we're doing is, because all of these junctions look exactly identical, and it's kind of hard to tell. It's really, really, really easy to get lost in here. It has been a little while, turtles. It's always nice to see you, though. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make this path is going to go like this, and then this is actually going to be another one of those curving paths. Oh, yeah, that one kind of looks a little weird. That's okay. That's fine. We know what that means. We know what that means. Okay, so now we're up here. Let's go ahead and survey the land. No exit to the north. No exit to the northeast. There is no exit to the east. No exit to the southeast. Is this another dead end? Exit to the south. If this is a dead end, this means that we need more information for this puzzle. No exit to the southwest. There is an exit to the west. Okay, so we're still continuing along, wizards. We're gonna go ahead and draw in our westward exit here, and we're just gonna make sure that is there a northwest exit? We got ads. Oh, we got ads, chat. We've got ads. That first wonderful MasterZoran ad break. How's it going, Mofel? I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing? We got a little ad break going on. And might I use this opportunity to remind all of the wizards of the dragon. The dragon is hungry, and he wants your channel points. He wants you to throw your channel points down into the dragon hole. Let's check on how the dragon is doing. Channel point redemption. Oh, Booshak has contributed channel points to the Zoran Rants Paints and Music Stream Challenge. Thank you so much. Chat has fed the dragon 99,000 wizard points. Oh my goodness, I think Booshak just pushed it up over 100k. Point redemption. Thank you so much, Mobile, for contributing channel points to our community goal, the Zoran Rants Paints and Music Stream Challenge. Chat has fed the dragon an eye-watering 100,000 wizard points, and that means that y'all are only 50,000 wizard points away from us building. Thank you so much, Sable, for contributing channel points. Oh, let's get out of there so you can see it. We're gonna build the Lego NES. We're gonna build the Lego NES when the dragon is fed 150k, and then we will set a new higher goal from there. We're gonna see how high we can make that climb. That's gonna be really, really fun. We'll do that on stream. It might be 2 streams. I don't know. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take to build that thing. It's gonna be a wild and crazy. All right, wizards, dude, it is sick. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen this one? It actually, this thing. That, so you can see Mario's on a little clear whatever. You can actually turn the dial and it like plays a level. It's super, dude. It's super sick. It's super duper sick. Why am I streaming so late? This is so early for us. Actually, it is 4 o'clock. This is actually like a little bit early for the stream. You didn't know that existed? It's sick, dude. It's sick. Durek Grommel actually got this for me. I got a couple of years ago, and it's been in the box for like 2 years because I didn't have anywhere to display it. I was like, I didn't know. I was like, I can't just build it and then throw it back in a box because I have so many Legos that like I built, but I don't have anywhere to put. So now they're just like in storage. So I was gonna wait till I had somewhere to put this. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put this directly behind me on that table right there. That's where that's gonna be displayed. That's gonna be sweet actually, with the Vader behind it. So for now, the box is gonna sit there. We're just gonna let that be a little treat. A little treat. Yeah. Yeah. How's it going, Demon? Welcome. Oh, I forgot that I had a little underlight there. Look at that. And Jeff Bezos has left us. That means we can get back to the action. We are making a map for all of those who have just joined us. I'm doing fantastic, Demon. I am doing excellent. So we find ourselves in Atrus's spooky magnetic levitation cart. And we've navigated through all of this nonsense. We find ourselves at this junction. Now, at each junction point, you can rotate this cart around and figure out where we are. I believe the only exit from here is to the west. But we're just going to go through and we're going to cycle through it one more time just to make sure. Because I do not want... Okay, and to the south. Yep, south and the west. So let's just go ahead and cycle back until we are facing west. Through process of elimination, let's go ahead and check our bell. Oh, wait a second. Nope, it doesn't. I was almost gonna say, does the bell tell you what direction to go? It doesn't. For some reason, the bell made a dinging noise down here, and I don't know exactly what that's gonna be for yet. So we've just marked that. So this puzzle actually is after you solve the generator puzzle, you get in the rocket ship, and then you solve the musical puzzle in the rocket ship, and it opens, it gives you a linking book that links you to the mechanical age. I think it's the mechanical age. So we are currently in this age, and I'm stuck here. I can't, there's no book to get back. So I don't, like, I'm forced to continue in order to get back to the Myst Island. So we now find ourselves here. Let's find our exit. We are at, gosh, what is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like the 9th, the 10th or 11th junction here. Okay, so we have an exit to the southwest. Let's go ahead and mark that on our diagram here. Now, the reason why we are making a map for this puzzle is you will notice that every single one of these junction points looks identical, and there is basically no way to tell. Okay, we have an exit to the east. That is where we just came from. There's no way to tell where you are, and it's very, very easy to get lost in here. And when you get lost, okay, we also have an exit to the north over here. When you get lost, like, it's really, really easy to get lost in this little loop right here. This is like your first sticking point that's kind of designed to screw you up. We have an exit to the north. Let's go check northwest. Branch, welcome back. Welcome back. Look at this lovely map that we've come up with. We're getting there. We're map makers. We're explorers. Let's go down to the southwest. Let's see what's going on in southwest. I'm feeling like a little southwestern, you know, a little I don't know, what's some oh hey, there's another little ding. Your real name is John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt? That is, what a crazy name. A little Tex-Mex, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A little south of the border. Put a little sour cream on it, you know? Get a little funky up in there. So there was a ding here. We're gonna turn the music off for a second. Listen to this. Oh, we got a ding, baby. We got a ding. Okay, so we got a little ring a ding. We got a little ring a ding 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 a ding 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 ding. Hoo, 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 hoo. No, I know your name is not John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I actually know what your name is, but we're not going to talk about that. You're sorting out your Bedrock Minecraft server? Oh, hell yeah. TerraCraft Empire. I love that. I do love that. That's great. So we are now southwest. We are now southwest along the path of the beam. Roland and his quartet. We need to make a... Oh, no, wait. Turn back time. We're going to make another little mark over here. There we go. We have another little bell sound. Hell yeah. When you get your Minecraft server up and running, shoot me the login info. My name is John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, and ask the other guy what his name is, and the other guy whose name is also John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt says, dude, you're not gonna believe it. No way, I know your real name? I do know your real name. Do you know why? Because you sent me a tip yesterday, and you have your real name as your PayPal. Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anybody. Isn't that funny? So you know what's really, really funny? A lot of like my family and friends have their real name as their primary YouTube account. His name is MasterZoran, for anyone asking. That's crazy. Dude, you're never going to believe this, Branch. So, and then they'll join they'll join through YouTube, and then it pops up like with their real name, and I'm just like, hey guys, you can have as many YouTube accounts as you want. I've got like 9 of them. Gosh, I've got some hidden crazy ones. Okay, so we found a little bell down here. Let's go ahead and see if there's any other exits from this area. No username, just legit name. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, whatever. Dude, I also have a YouTube account that's just my full name. Because, like, from when I first... when you first made a YouTube account, and they just asked you your name. Your YouTube was your real name for, like, 8 years before you made Branch? Yeah, I've got one, too. You made 7 alt accounts for the bit? Hell yeah. Dude, you gotta commit to the bit. It's the only way. It's the only way. You know what's funny? I actually have... Ooh, we can leave to the northeast. Okay, no, that's where we just came from. So I actually I think I'm due for like 2 new YouTube accounts, because they give you like 1 or 2 new accounts every single year that you can sign up for. And I was thinking, yes, that's true. YouTube is owned by Google, and yes, that's kind of what happens. Is your Google account and YouTube account gets merged, and then it's just like your full name. Yeah, I honestly, for YouTube, who tries to be like, oh, privacy, dude, Google YouTube is, they ain't doing so hot on the privacy front, but that's a whole separate issue. But yeah, I was actually thinking about, I might make a new... Hey, wait, there's a little ding bell here, too. Wait a second. Back here? There was one here? I didn't notice that. Interesting. So actually, let's go ahead and put a lightning bolt here, too, because this one also makes a sound. I wonder if I missed any of these other ones that make a sound. We weren't paying attention. So yeah, I've got a couple new YouTube accounts, and I've been kind of brainstorming on like a new project, a new side project, something focused. I don't know, something. Maybe I'm gonna review latex glove brands or something. It's gonna be, we'll call my YouTube name will be the Gloveler or something. If you make your YouTube account with Gmail, they won't let you change it. You know, what's really interesting is YouTube has had some really weird changes over the years. We went north and we hit another junction point. And some of their features are actually you can have a grandfathered account. So what's really, really neat is if you type youtube.com/the MasterZoran, that's my YouTube channel. But if you make a new YouTube account, you have to put the @ before your name. So it would be like youtube.com/the MasterZoran. Well, what's really interesting is if you had a legacy YouTube account, they didn't force you to upgrade the @. Oh, bro!
_Branch just tipped $1.
Branch.
Lush Kurtle living on Kurt Spintler Street, 48 cent $1. Please don't tell anyone what my real name is.
Oh, buddy, that's hilarious. Oh my god, I love you so much. Branch, thank you so much for the $1 tip. And for anyone wondering, yes, if for a tip of $1, you too can have your message read out by the Zoran bot. That will just, don't put your full name and address in there, because no, that's funny. That's really funny. Oh god, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Zoran loves you. Oh no! Oh no! I messed up my camera. Come back, camera. Oh my goodness, camera. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was so not gentle to you, camera. I'm sorry. I'll never touch you like that again. Only gentle from now on, I promise. Promise. Okay, we find ourselves here, wizards. We are right here. Let's see what else we got. Show me what you got. Hey, we can leave to the northwest. Oh my goodness, it just keeps going. This is crazy. This map. This is just insane. Show me what you got, wizard. Show me what you got. Oh, and demonosity. just contributed channel points to our community goal. Thank you so much for contributing to the Zoran Rants Paints and Music Stream Challenge. We can leave to the south. That's where we just came from. The camera gets more affection from me than you get from your father. Hey, you know what? This camera was like $400. How much did you cost your father? Probably a lot more. Was northeast, not northwest. Did I? Oh, you're right. No, look at that. Oh, Peep Boss catching my mistakes, Peep Boss. Look at that. Look at that. Because your father's... He's gone, baby. You know what? I'm sure he loves you from the spook dimension. Hey, there's an exit to the northeast also, so we weren't even wrong. The legendary Peep Boss. He is the legendary Peep Boss. He is the Peep Boss. He's the boss of legends. Truly, truly. You know, someday soon we'll have Peep Boss guest on the stream. That'll occur in this lifetime. We're gonna pick an old game. You know what we could do, Peep Boss? We could play Blasphemous. That would be a fun game to take turns. Kind of go back and forth, drink a couple beers or something. Yeah. You let me know. When that would work out for your existence. We'll figure it out. We'll do it sometime this summer. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we can go to the northwest or we can go to the northeast. I think we should head to the northeast first, because northwest, I'm getting a northwestern feeling. It would be funny if you join as a guest. Bro, it would be. We gotta figure out how to install a portal. Who's the manager of legends? I think, you know, I feel like the universe is kind of the manager of legends, right? Like, you become legendary. Thank you so much, Demon, for contributing some channel points to our goal. Blasphemous is a worthy selection. Yeah, I know you beat. I showed you the first one, and then you surpassed me. Play no water or food for 7 days. Whoever loses has to donate their left kidney and donate plasma. So here's the thing. I feel like if you played no water or food for 7 days, I don't know if you're going to have too much of a kidney left to donate. I feel like I feel like 7 days is pushing it for water. I think you could technically probably go 7 days without food. I know I couldn't. I have like some blood sugar issues. I would be bad kidneys better than no kidney. I guess that's true. Sable, thank you so much for contributing channel points to our community goal. Do I believe in the multiverse? I absolutely believe in the multiverse. Sure. Dude, I believe in the crazy multiverse. I believe like when you're choosing between the Cheerios and the Frosted Flakes in the morning, I think that you make both selections. And I think there's one version of you that makes the Cheerios selection and one version of you that makes the Frosted Flakes selection. Dude, right? Dude, food's gangster as hell. I just ate some cereal, actually. I just ate some. What did we eat? It was Special K with red berries. I know, old man food. It had strawberries in it. How can I, red is good for your blood or something, because it's red. Comrade Punky! Hey! How is everything? How are you? You got me a sub! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Imagine a multiverse where you are a streamer and I'd be you and you could make fun of my dead father. Man, that would be like such a crazy flip-flop. Yeah, thank you so much. Look at this. So, Comrade Punky, the most loving girlfriend in all of the world. She's a hard-working, sexy ass woman, and she brings me home. She's bringing home the bacon, brings me a sub. God damn. I love you so much. Throw that in some sort of cooling device and I will eat that later. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, so we headed to the northeast. We're up here. We are in here, wizards. We are in the northeast realm. We're gonna go ahead and put another node on the map in the northeast. Yeah. Imagine, wouldn't it be more profitable if she handed me $5 instead of $5 worth of sub? So $5 gets you like 4 inches of sub here. And B, have you ever tried to eat like a 5-pound note or like a $5 bill or I don't know, Deutschland dollars? I don't know what the currency is in Germany, but money doesn't eat very well, man. No, a sub sandwich. A sub sandwich, baby. A sub sandwich. It is Deutschland dollars. That's what it is? Have I ever tried to eat every day? Subway. I think we probably got Jimmy John's today. Jiminy and his Johns. Yeah. Wait, so is this an exit to the north? Is this actually, is this where we are? We're exiting to the north up here? Man, we're gonna have to shrink the map. We're running out of map here. Let's go ahead and shrink the map, everybody. We're just gonna shrink that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh no, we're on color. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Have I tried a foot long? Oh yeah, dude. I used to eat Subway a ton back in the day. And I think, I don't know, it's like, I think my taste just changed. I got a little older and I just like less. I don't know. So when I used to go to Subway, dude, I would get the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Oh my goodness, slathered in sauce. You only eat sub cookies because them sandwiches be dry. You can't have a dry sandwich. That's why you got to add some mayonnaise or some mustard, or a little bit of like oil and vinegar, salt and pepper. A vinaigrette ranch. Anything, dude. I would put ketchup on my sandwich before I ate it dry. Honestly. Actually, funny story about ketchup. A lot of people, a lot of culinary types, they talk bad about ketchup, right? But did you know ketchup is actually the base for like lots of really, really popular sauces? Like at every Chinese food restaurant, every American style Chinese food restaurant, ketchup is actually the basis for the General Tso's sauce and the sesame chicken sauce and like half the other sauces. Oh my goodness, Flammy just contributed channel points to our Zoran Rants Paints and Music Stream Challenge. He's contributed an eye-watering 30,000 paints. He's contributed 30,000 points. Look at that. We're gonna have to paint a special. I'm gonna have to paint like a portrait of Flammy Z or something. Ketchup is far better than mayonnaise, and this is not a preference, it's a fact. Actually, I don't know if you knew this, but you can mix ketchup and mayonnaise together and make a fancy sauce, as we call it. And that's really where it's at. Dip your French fries in it, put it on your boigas. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Mix that together. Okay, wait, didn't we just... Okay, we didn't come from the south. We came from the southwest. Ketchup plus mayo is super good. Comrade Punky is the one that turned me on to that combo. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've got all kinds of options here. Look at, we have 3 exits here. Look at, so we've got 3 bell actuation points. I still don't know what's significant about these. Fanciest sauce poor people like us get. I mean, honestly, so here's the thing. You can just make sauces. Sauces are really, really fun to make. Vinegar base. You can use dried vegetables. Have you tried making deviled eggs with it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, with ketchup in it? No, but that actually sounds pretty good. I have made deviled eggs with peanut butter in them, which is really interesting. You skip the mayo, and then you use peanut butter and sriracha, like a hot sauce. And they're like kind of a peanut buttery, spicy. Actually, that actually sounds pretty gangster. And I learned that recipe from the niece of the previous owner. And spicy barbecue, dude. Ketchup and spicy barbecue, super good. They're staples. They're staples. You need put it on chicken. Ketchup is only like 0.3 Deutschland dollars, and mayonnaise is half a Deutschland dollar. So you can get great sauce for slightly less than 3/4 of a Deutschland dollar. That's actually pretty sweet. Dude, things in the United States have gotten super crazy. Our currency is, dude, Bitcoin is wrecking us up super hard right now. Dude, like a jar of mayonnaise at the supermarket is like $6. It's wacky. Like it's gotten uncouth. I can't even. I had to completely give up soda, which is a good thing. Honestly, it's a good thing. But a 12-pack of soda is like $9 or $10 here in the United States right now. It's like $1 a can. That's like what you pay out of the vending machine on the side of the road. So yeah, Flamazzy just drank a soda. Hell yeah. So we've switched to just carbonated or just seltzer water now. You make your own jelly from peaches. Oh, that sounds so good. That's awesome. Yes, anything, you know, so I actually started collecting seeds from like the grocery store peppers, and I'm gonna plant a bunch of them in my garden. Not this year. What I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to, from the local peach tree. Like, does your like little community just have like local fruit trees that you can just go pick stuff from? Madness maze. It is a madness maze. Well, this is so like look at so right now we're here, Comrade Punky. Look at they all look the same. Like, how do you tell which way to go? Let's head to the east. Let's head to the east. So you can really you can appreciate why I've had to map this out. Oh my goodness, this game is so good though. You really we should try to solve some of the puzzles in the later games together. I think this would be a fun one. This would be a fun one. Let's head to the east. Let's see what is eastbound and down. Okay, wait. So we left from the east. We're turning slightly northeast, and then we're entering from the north. So this one actually curves. Yep. Okay, so we are at a north junction here. So this one is a really, really interesting one. It heads out this way, and then it curves up like that. And so we are up here, and we can actually continue going north. So we're actually gonna have to shrink the map again. We're gonna go ahead and shrink that down just a little bit more. So now we find ourselves up here. There's actually 2 unexplored junctions. I think we still have an exit to the north, because that is the direction we are facing right now. Let's just go ahead and do a quick survey of the land and see if there are any other exits here. Gosh, yeah, I remember being a kid and just like not wanting to take the time to draw the map. So I think I just spent months trucking around. Hey, we can go to the southeast. Southeast. Look at that. Southeastern. Let's see, what's some of our other favorite sauces? There is a good sauce that you can make. You have to suck up your pride and use a little bit of Miracle Whip to make it, but if you mix like a yellow mustard and Miracle Whip together and you go heavy on the mustard, you can make a really, really lovely pretzel dip. That's super duper good. If you had to choose one condiment that isn't a wing sauce, you would go Southwest Ranch. Everybody, you know what? Go ahead and throw in chat, what's your favorite condiment? I'm gonna go. I think my favorite condiment is soy sauce. And I think it's soy sauce. Mayo plus cranberry sauce that actually sounds really good. I would totally do that. I love wacky food combinations. My family actually has a wacky food combination. Let me tell you about what's a condiment, like a sauce or something. It could be like a relish, anything that you would put, like a mayonnaise or a mustard or barbecue sauce, anything that you would put on top of a hot dog or like a bratwurst or a schnitzel. Soy teriyaki is also great. So I love soy because soy sauce is the basis for so many great sauces. Like soy, like using soy as a base, you can make some spectacular marinades. Soy sauce, a little bit of hot sauce, some vinegar, throw some fresh berries in there, like get wacky with it, some lime juice, go crazy. Gee, okay, I think maybe, I don't know if you know what that word that you said means, but I don't think that qualifies as a condiment. Oh man, Branch over here cracking me up. Let me just roll over. It's like, oh, I ran out of sauce for my fries. Here, give me a second. I'll whip you some right up here at the table. Now that service cost extra. Okay, Here we find ourselves. Anytime you make stir fry, soy sauce is mandatory. Sesame oil is fantastic. And yes, hoisin sauce is great. They don't serve it in stores. What is clean enough? I do know what's clean enough, actually, because I'm technically a janitor now. So I get to, I make the clean. I make the clean happen. We take the dirty and we transform it into the clean. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so we're facing north. Let's actually head southeast first, because I want to see, oh. Your keyboard is nice and clean now. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, I think, yes, soy sauce. I love soy sauce. Balsamic vinegar is amazing. I'll put balsamic vinegar on anything. I'll drizzle some balsamic on your eggs. There are many sausage sauces in Germany. Are there like German specific sauces that we don't have over here? Dude, there's what's this guy's name? I actually, you know what's really funny? I don't know, Branch, if it's like because I've been talking to you, but I've started to get recommendations for like German YouTubers and comedians through my YouTube. And like, dude, German comedy is king because it is so cold and just wonderful. I love it. I love it so much. General Tso sauce is super delicious. Dude, now I want to make some like Germany sauces. I want to try these Germany sausage sauces. It's too real. It's so funny. There's a channel, honestly, there's a channel that I was watching yesterday that I got a kick out of, and I'll have to send you a link, 'cause I don't remember what his name is, but you might get a kick out of it if you haven't already seen it. You were desperate for McDonald's sweet and sour sauce without supporting McDonald's. That's valid. And you found out the flavor comes from apricot concentrate. Yes. And so that's actually the power of cooking. And what's awesome is like I've been lacking in ingredients before and been whipping up random stuff. And it's like, okay, I need something acidic. Like, what do we have? I got this blueberry vinaigrette. Like, okay, I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do blueberry on chicken. Like, if you learn the rules of like salt, fat, acid, heat, dude, you can make sauces out of it. You can use anything. You can use nearly anything. Oh. We got another bell. We got another bell down here. I still don't know if the bells are significant. They represent... What do the bells represent? I wish I knew. I wish I knew what they represented. Okay, we're going to put another bell right here. Weaverwurst, white sausage mustard. Ooh. Dude, I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna find it. I'll import it. How's it going, Nico? Don't do it? Dude, you don't know. I'll eat anything. One of my favorite things, it looks weird, dude. That's fine. I'm good with that. Dude, I was a delivery driver for a Chinese restaurant for almost a decade. And I ate some weird things. Cause like, first, I'm a Midwesterner, so I'm criminally polite. Like, dude, if you invite me into your house and offer me some food, dude, honestly, you could put anything in the bowl and I am forced to eat it through social control, obligation, right? What kind of game is this? So this is one of the original point-and-click puzzle games. This is called Myst. So right now, yeah, so... Sable, thank you so much for contributing channel points. Would I... Okay, so here's the thing. If the rest of your family was eating it happily, I went in Rome, man. Yeah. So, Myst is fantastic. Oh, thank you so much, AP, for the conjured water. I appreciate that. So, Riven just came out. The remake of Riven in the Unreal Engine just came out. And I'm super duper excited to play it. It's a really, really fun game. The story is super fantastic. It's about the last guy who knows how to write ages, like, which is like you write entire worlds in the form of books, which is super duper cool. And him and his son Nico with the sub. Oh yeah, Nico
Subscribed
sub.
for 3 months. You up.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nico. That's so kind of you. Yeah. Okay, so we find ourselves in this little corner. So you'll notice, for this map. Oh, and Nico with the gift sub. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. What, wizards?
Underscore D gifted a tier 1 subscription to APO110.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you, man. That's so kind of you. That is so kind of you. So wizards, you'll notice down here, and actually, you know what? Nico and AP, we were just talking about our favorite condiments. Mine was soy sauce. Feel free to throw your favorite condiments in the chat. So sometimes, Shav May. Oh, wait a second. I've heard. We talked about this before, didn't we? That sounds really, really familiar. I won't guess what your favorite condiment is. It's so funny to you. God, there's so many. Honestly, I love like exploring like different cultures, foods and stuff. Honestly, some of my favorite foods are like things that I don't even know. When I used to work at the Chinese restaurant, there was like, dude, the family would be having the family that I worked for they'd be like, oh, Spencer, do you want to join us for like dinner after like the restaurant closed down? I'm like, yeah, sure. And so like, dude, they hand me this soup that was like, dude, it had like fish eyeballs and stuff in it, and it looked real funky. Dude, still to this day, one of the best soups I've ever had. Like, and they would make it all the time. And so like, it's just this wacky seafood soup that was so good. Oh my gosh, their bao buns that they would make with like pork knuckles in them. Give me that. A garlic sauce with dill. Oh my goodness. That sounds really, really good too. Extremely common on pizza. Quite literally a knuckle sandwich. I love that. That's so funny. The main pizza condiment. That does sound really, really good. Wasn't there some kind of... God, what were you guys telling me about? There was like a pizza that had like honey and like nuts on it, and maybe goat cheese, or no? What? That's the thing. That's the Shav May. Yeah. God, I gotta make that. I gotta make it. You've reminded me of that, and you know what? I forgot what it was called, and so I'm actually I gotta write this down, because I'm gonna look it up. You know what we'll do though? Since I actually have a pizza oven, if I get all the ingredients to make it, Chavra miel. Chavra. Yeah, I know. I was just reading exactly how you pronounce it. I think we've had this conversation before about how to pronounce that. I will look up the pronunciation guide and get that right too. Chavra miel. When I do that, when that happens, we'll do that. We will do that on stream. We'll make that here in the Wizard Tent. That would be fun. Zoran, the Alzheimer's is getting to me, I guess. Have I played Undertale Yellow? I haven't played Undertale Yellow, but I have been, I have had good recommendations. That's on my list. Rice? You've had sushi chocolate? Wait. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. I never even thought about that. Is it just right? Is it still wrapped in the seaweed paper, or is it just like, is it just formed like sushi, but it's kind of like a dessert? Oh man, you could like sprinkle some cinnamon on that. Oh man, that'd be good. It's the backwards sushis. It's the same in English. Alzheimer is German. I think English Alzheimer is dementia. Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, dude, you're not far off. I have the memory of a goldfish. Rice, then seaweed. Oh man, I would eat that. I would eat some chocolate banana sushi. Okay, so we've arrived back at this junction right here, and then we're gonna head north to see what is up there. Now let's not forget, we've still got these 2 junctions over here to explore. Yeah, I've got some of that Undertale boss music. This is it. This is the we're gonna solve the maze. How do you prepare for something you've never done and are really scared to do? Oh man. That's actually a really good question. And let's take a minute to get into that question, actually. How do you prepare for something that you're really scared of and you've never done? Unpopular opinion, you'd rather die than eat seaweed. Seaweed's actually really good. Yeah, seaweed's great. Seaweed's great. So how do you so how do we prepare for something that we've never done? It's the first time going on the train by yourself. So what I would do, what I like to do when I'm trying to prepare for something that I haven't done is just do a little bit of research about it, you know? Maybe find there's like some videos online. People definitely do like first person like train ride stuff. You know, trains are really safe, and traveling in public. So the whole thing about like what's like, and I totally get this. Like traveling in public by yourself, especially on public transportation. Like I've never flown on a plane by myself, and I could see how that could be kind of a little bit of an unnerving experience. And I would just prepare, bring distractions for yourself, bring some snacks, bring some music, maybe a book, a couple games to play. So you're not so focused on the being in public, the being stuck in this enclosed space. No more of that. No, we're not talking about your spooky bread. No more spooky bread from Branch. If it's something like bungee jumping, just shake a little bit. It was in uramaki, but on the inside was chocolate and banana. Man. I feel like, so another thing too, Branch, sushi and like seaweed, I have been to sushi restaurants that used like a shitty quality seaweed paper, and it definitely matters. Like, I can't eat sushi at like a cheap sushi place. Sushi is something that like I'll pay a little bit extra. You're scared of messing something up and buying the wrong ticket or getting on the wrong train. That's valid. That is a valid thing. A good way. So, one thing to remember, one really important thing to remember, is at the end of the day, everything, like, your world will continue. So like, think about it in like a worst case scenario. So what if you did, miss your train, and it would suck and some of your plans would get delayed, but like, it wouldn't be the end of the world. And I think rationalizing that it's not actually a life and death situation, you're gonna be okay. I believe in you. Make a note to yourself. Just double check. Just make sure that you're double checking, and it doesn't hurt to ask. There are people that work at like the train station and stuff. Just be really polite. Go up. Be like, hey, this is my first time riding a train. Can you confirm for me that I'm actually on the right route to where I'm trying to go? And oftentimes I find that people in like a public setting, a professional setting, if you know, they're at work. They're just trying to help people get where they're going. You know, they work there, and I find that if you're pleasant, you know, people will help you. People are generally helpful. You sent the sushi and media share on my Discord. Excellent. You always lie when people get super raged over getting a sandwich at a fast food place that isn't correct. Yeah, I think what happens sometimes is I think people, you got to realize that like interactions, social interactions do not exist in a vacuum. I had a particularly awkward interaction with this woman at work. I actually have a great bar story to tell you guys. We're gonna take a little pause from the Myst for a second, where we are gonna solve that maze tonight. Yeah, AP, you are gonna be just fine. You are gonna be excellent. I have extreme faith that everything's gonna be great. And if like I said, just remember, if you get into a situation where you're just not sure, just go and ask somebody. You know, I am a proponent of when in doubt, just ask. And more often than not, people are really willing to help people. Oh, let's get a nice big stretch in for Nico. I'm gonna tell you guys this story that happened to me. Actually, this happened to me last week. It was my like second or third bar shift back at the bar that I used to work at. And some ice cold conjured water, beautiful. And so it's like my second or third bar shift back. You know, I've been like struggling with some like anxiety disorders, and like being in public kind of like puts me on edge and stuff. So I've been working my way slowly back into being able to serve people and interact with people. You remember you were waiting on the train for someone and asked you if you had gotten the right ticket, and you didn't know what to say, so you sprinted up without saying anything and ran to the Stop! Oh my god, you're such a troll. Oh my goodness. So, God, okay, I've been completely derailed. What was I even talking about? Jesus, that came so out of left field that it just, you like reset my brain. Okay. The crazy lady. Oh my goodness. So she comes in, her and her husband, yes, my third or fourth bar shift. She comes in, it's like 6:30 at night, right? And I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? Like, what can I get started for you? Or I said, hey, how are you guys doing tonight? And she looks at me and she's like, bad. We just got back from a funeral. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, I said, oh, that's super unfortunate. I said, let's get some liquor in you, you know, and like, let's make your day a little bit better. Because that's like, you know, like a little off the cuff bartender humor. It's like, you came back from a funeral. Let's get you drunk. You know, this is the Midwest. That's totally par for the course, right? So they're like, okay, so like, yeah, we'll have some Tito's and tonics. And I'm like, okay, so I made them 2 Tito's and tonics, and the husband's like, oh, can I get an order of tots? I put an order of tater tots, and I'm like, all right, sweet. The guy goes to the bathroom, okay? He leaves his wife alone. She's been sipping on her Tito's and tonic for like 2 minutes. Suddenly she calls me over, and she looks at me and she's like, so what's the deal? Are you like the manager here or what? And I'm like, no, actually. And I pointed to my girlfriend. I said, she's actually the manager. She had just gotten on her shift. So she comes over and she's like, oh, hey, like what can I help you with? And she looks at my manager and she goes, this bartender here has been a huge asshole to me. And I like looked at her almost like a sheep in the headlights for a second. And I was like, wait, I was like, me? I was like, you're talking about me? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, it's like my brother died today, and he didn't offer me like a discount or anything. And so, or like she's like, he didn't offer me anything, he didn't do anything for me. So immediately I'm like sitting here like in disbelief, and I went immediately into like a little bit of an asshole aggro mode. And I'm like, whoa, what did you expect me to do? Do you want me to come on that side of the bar and cry with you? I'm like, and I've never heard of the my brother just died discount. And so she made this big deal about it. Her husband gets back from the bar, and then she sat there for like the next half an hour, just like mean mug staring at me and like whispering shit to her husband. And it was just, I was just like, and so here's the thing, what you have to realize in situations like that, this is probably one of the worst days of that woman's life, and she's hurting real bad, right? And sometimes people like that, when you're out in public, it's easy to spread that negativity around to other people. So, dude, the whole time she was in the restaurant, I was super uncomfortable. I was like, I was like, man, I didn't even know what I did wrong. I didn't say the right combination of words to her or something. It was super detached from reality. You're absolutely right, Comrade Punky. But you know what, though? It's just one of those things where she left, and you have to just tell yourself, you know what? She's having a much worse day than I am, and I'm just gonna let that. You just gotta, when things like that happen, when things like that happen in public, and people are kind of crazy and ridiculous, you gotta just let that go. Because it's almost like somebody handed you a hot burning coal. You know, they're really angry. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm gonna shout at this minimum wage gas station worker, right? It's like they're handing you a hot coal. Why do you go to the bar after your brother dies? Dude, she was wasted. I think she was drinking wine at the funeral. I mean, I get it. People cope in different ways. But so think about that. When someone puts you in a really uncomfortable, awkward situation, think of it like someone's handed you a burning hot coal. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit and think about that for the rest of the day and ruminate on it? It's like you're grabbing onto the coal and you're squeezing it. It's going to keep burning you. Or what you can do is you can just throw that coal away. Be like, oh, coal's gone. Wipe your hands of it. And now I'm not getting burned anymore. And so that's what I had to kind of breathe and tell myself, you know what? She's just going to go on, and that was just a really weird thing. That's what people do, dude. When people in the Midwest, when someone dies, you get shitty drunk to the point where you're just, that's it. That's how we cope around here. It is actually. I feel like that's common. You know what though? I've been kind of studying. Oh, thank you so much, Sable, by the way, for contributing channel points to our community goal, the Zoran Rants Paints and Music Stream Challenge. So, one thing that I really like studying different. And Nico. So thank you so much for contributing channel points to the Zoran Rants Paints and Music stream. One thing. When your dad passed away after the service, we had luncheon at a bar my dad frequented. It smelled like armpit and onions. Needless to say, the specific bar was a shithole. That's so funny. You know what's actually a thing is people will like crash funerals. Like it's actually a thing, like because there's always like food at the funeral, right? And so what people will do. Oh shoot, I forgot where we were. Is this? Oh, did we just go north? I think we just went north. People will. When they see that there's like a funeral, what they'll do is they'll like look up some stuff about the person who just died and show up at the funeral and pretend that they knew the person. Like, oh, Donna oh wow, I know it's such a tragedy. We loved her down at the bridge hall or the parlor or whatever. And then you just show up just to get the free lunch and then you leave. And so like there's people that do that like multiple times a week just to get a few free meals. I mean, like, hey, you know, it's a hustle, but that's so funny. Oh man. But you know what? Don't worry, wizards. I'm gonna bring y'all a whole bunch of fun stories from the bar of people being out of pocket. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So we have an exit to the northwest. We're going to go ahead and map that. It's a hustle that isn't worth it. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't got time for that. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're hurting for food, there are... Just like look around, you know, ask your local church. There's like food pantries and stuff. Speaking of funerals, you've never been a funeral guy, but you recently went to your dad's funeral and it was one of the loveliest experiences you ever had. You know what? That makes me really, really happy. It's lovely to meet people who knew the guy and know lots of different stories that you've never heard. Gosh, that is cool. When your dad died, there were a lot of people there and we had to make a lot of food. Your uncle who owns a restaurant had to help us prepare food. It was so delicious. You're like, gosh, when's the next relative gonna die so we can eat some of that food? You know, you could just go visit your uncle's restaurant. Yeah. But so what's interesting about like researching different cultures is I've found that there's actually a lot of, like, here in the United States, we have a very depressed outlook on people dying, which, I mean, I guess that's fair because it's like, you know, death sucks. You know, you can't hang out with that person anymore. All these things, right? But there are definitely some places in the world that like treat a funeral as like a celebration of that person's life a lot more than we do here in the United States. Like they throw a big party for it. It's like this big celebration, like, hey, you know, you made it to the other side kind of a thing. And I think that's a healthy outlook. You know, it's like, hey, you know what? every person, you were given a life. It was like a token. Every person owes a death. So back to the south here. You do that so often. What are we talking about? Life and death and taxes. Yeah, different cultures. Your family did more of a memorial. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because you're getting so much free food. Yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, you gotta go support the fam however you can. Welcome, Earbo, welcome. And currently, you see this madness map right here, is we are mapping out the Underground Railroad on the Mechanical Age Island in Myst, is what we're doing. So we are currently, if I have not lost track of where we were on the map, I believe we are here, and we have a west and we have a northwest exit. So let's go ahead and explore that northwest really quick. Let's see what's going on up there. Yeah. We're talking, we're asking those scary questions, would you eat a peanut butter pickle sandwich if Zoran told you it was really, really good? Yeah. The only thing that's promised in life is death. That's true. That's true. I think it's one of those things that it's good to kind of come to grips with that, and enjoy your time while you're here. It's like playing a hardcore MMO, if Kanye West, was that actually Kanye West? Oh, we got a Zoran. We got a Zoran track. Yeah. Beautiful. Man, what a profit. Easy, huh? I'm really well toasted bread. Dude, yeah, the OG tracks. Okay, so we can go back to the southeast. I think we went northwest. We're gonna go ahead and plot another point here on the track. Dude, Kanye West is a real wacky guy. You know what though? I think sometimes you look at like famous people that like go really off the deep end like that. You gotta realize being in the public eye is crazy. You saw a thing posted 13 years ago of a mini game show. Who said it? Kanye or Hitler? Oh God, that is funny. That would be so hard. So I think Kanye has, God, what's it called? Manic personality disorder. And I think people around him kind of encourage that because he's a famous person, and like when he says crazy stuff, everybody thinks about him, and then he makes money. Which is like, dude, fine. I'm totally, honestly, if you find the video, are you allowed to send links? Yeah, link it. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump my socials. Go ahead and link it in the Discord. Oh, Renbo, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. Kanye has the crazy famous rich guy disorder. Yeah, Elon Musk has it a little bit too. You got linked here? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Who'd you get linked to? Who sent you? Who sent you? Welcome. Beautiful. Thank you, AP. I appreciate that. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome to Zoran's Wizards. Welcome to the Wizard tent. We're just chilling. We're just chilling up here in the tent. Listening to some Zoran originals. Yeah. Invite your friends. Tell everybody. It's nice and safe. It's comfortable in here. It's so nice and cozy. So, we are working our way through the Madness Dungeon. Yes, we are playing Myst. We are currently mapping out the nightmare of a maze underneath the Mechanical Age, I think? I don't know exactly what age we're in. It was the spaceship. Your girlfriend's playing Abduction right now. That is on my list, actually. So I got really excited. So Myst, the Myst series is like one of my favorite series. It was kind of my introduction to gaming. In a way, my dad had Myst for his Mac way back in the day. I think... So Morrowind was the first game that I ever bought a graphics card for, but Myst 5 was the first game that I ever had to upgrade my graphics card for. And when I saw that Riven came out, I was super duper excited. I was like, oh man, that's awesome. And they had a package that you could just like buy all the Myst games. So like, dude, I'm on it. I'm hyped. We get a game request from Pete Boss. But yeah, so Abduction, real quick. Abduction is like a kind of a spiritual successor to Myst. This isn't necessarily a request, but a recommendation. It's called Last Faith, and it's very similar to Blasphemous, but more like Castlevania. Oh, man. Yes. Last Faith. I'm going to write that down. We're going to add that to the game list. Game request Last Faith. We will add that. Kanye is the kind of guy who has quotes like, I love a guy who killed a whole race, and also true old school gamer. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I've been gaming since, gosh, 1992 probably. Your introduction to gaming was Croc for the PS1? Or Croc, like the PS1 version of it for PC? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Pete Boss, I'm going to check that game out. Okay, so let's get back to our maze here once. I think we are in this upper left-hand corner. Let's go ahead and do the full rotation and make sure we're not missing anything. Is there a bell up here? There's also, so these different junctions have been making different noises, and I'm still trying to figure out what exactly the bell means. Ooh, there's an exit to the north. Oh my goodness, we have to shrink. Dude, this map is getting unwieldy here. We're gonna have to shrink the map down a little bit again. Oh no! Undo, quick. Okay, there we go. Let's go back and let's draw a line heading north. We have a north exit here. You like the MS Paint strategy? It's got it. You got to do it, right? I mean, I used to do this by hand back in the day, but I feel like this is a little more interactive for you guys too. He's also said, I don't know what's better, getting paid or getting laid. Hey, that's the words of the prophet. You know, were spoken to the ears, to those whose ears were open. Yeah. Okay, so we're heading north. We've got a northward trajectory here. Let's just go ahead and do a quick little check. Okay, so that is south, and then southeast is our exit back.
Bezos.
Oh my goodness, Jeff Bezos is here, everybody. Jeff Bezos has arrived in the stream. Kanye said that? Kanye West? Man, dude, you could write a book of Kanye quotes, and it would be probably really, really interesting. So, Wizards, now would be an excellent time. We got about 2.5 minutes of ads we're gonna run for this hour. Now would be an excellent time to grab a little glass of water or your favorite beverage, a glass of tea, coffee, maybe. Ooh, actually, I might go make a coffee before this ad break is done. A coffee sounds really, really good. Also, I would like to take this moment to let all of our new friends know about the dragon. The channel has a dragon. You can check on him by typing /dragon, or /dragon, I mean. Actually, before we do that, what do we got? What's better, getting paid or my paycheck from my boss? Oh my gosh, stop it, Branch. Oh my goodness. Pete Boss just fed the dragon another 1,000 wizard coins. So, chat has fed the dragon 100,000 wizard coins total. The dragon is thriving. Pete Boss has just fed the dragon 1,000 wizard coins. Pete Boss, if you would go ahead and type /dragon score, you can actually see how many coins you personally have fed the dragon. And we will get to in just 1 second what the dragon does. If you type dragon score just like this, there you go. Pete Boss has fed the dragon 6,000 wizard coins. Doing everything in my power to get rid of channel point inflation. Absolutely, 100%. He's onto us. However, the channel point hole is not for nothing. You can see behind me, we have a gift that was given to me from Dirk Cromwell. Let's get out of frame so you can actually see it. Right there, we've got a Lego NES with the TV, and what's going to happen is when the dragon is fed 150,000 points, we got like 49,000 points to go, we are going to build this on stream. Channel point redemption. Stop the music? Are you the only one hearing it? What do you mean? The music? We got music going on. Do I have a fan going? Oh no, it's the engine hum from Myst. It's the background. No, there's a filter. There's a filter on my mic, so even if I had a fan going, you wouldn't be able to hear it. I think, can you hear it now? It should be turned off, and then if I turn it back on, that's from the game. How many points? 150,000 total. I think right now there's 101,000 that have been fed to the dragon so far. So once we hit that 150,000 points, we will build that on stream. And yes, AP just fed the dragon 1,000 wizard points. Look at that. And those points. Oh my goodness. AP's feeding all kinds of points to the dragon. I no longer have a manager. I can't be managed. I love that so much. Yes. Beautiful. Feed the dragon all of your coins. Now, your dragon score, your personal dragon score, that is a persistent number that persists for all time, so that'll never go down. I am currently working on some code that is going to let us have a leaderboard, so we'll be able to see who has fed the dragon the most. For now, the only way to show who has fed the dragon the most is by typing bash dragon score, and then you can compare your Zoran point EPs in that manner. Snakeup just has contributed some channel points to our Zoran Ross Paints and Music stream. Dang, Pete Boss with the 10,000. He's getting in there. Gosh, 116,000 wizard coins total. That is amazing. You guys are on your way. I think we're gonna we will end up building that in July. Flammy Z just fed the dragon 10,000 wizard coins. Dang! Look at that. You guys are just chucking them in there. Look at this. We're deflating our economy like this is it. I'm telling you, this is you want the secret. Learn to use StreamerBot and make some little fun challenges like that. We can deflate. We might just get it this stream. I know. It'll be a scheduled stream because this is going to be an all-day project. This is going to be a 10-hour of us building. Snakeup just fed the dragon 10,000. Dude, what is happening? Oh my goodness! The dragon taxes are the answer to inflation. They are. That's it. We did it, wizards. Look at that! Snakeup and Flaming Zoo! Well, looks like we're going to have to set another goal now. But you guys did it! You earned the dragon. You earned this. This is going to be beautiful. So that will be... Oh my goodness. Should we schedule that for... God, should we do that next Sunday? Let's schedule it for next Sunday. We'll schedule it for next Sunday, and then your new reward will be on the back bar in its place. We'll set another reward for like 400k. How many coins was that in the last 5 minutes? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 between you, Snakeup, and Flammy Z. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, 50k. Cass Art, whoa, we got a raid. What's up, in? Oh, welcome, raiders. Welcome to the channel, everybody. We're just feeding our dragon wizard coins here. Cass raid. Oh my goodness. Welcome, raiders. What do we got here? Oh my goodness.
Just raided with 9 viewers.
And everybody. Let's see if I can do this. Shout out right. Is it gonna work? Oh man. Go show Cass some love. Yes. Thank you. So excellent. Welcome to the channel, wizards. Welcome to my lovely tent. And thank you for the follow, Cass. We actually were just talking about a little function on this channel known as the Chat Dragon. And the Chat Dragon, actually, everybody just fed him so many channel points. You can see behind me, we have this lovely Lego Super Nintendo that was so kindly gifted to me by a longtime friend and viewer of the channel, Derek Gromrell. And I set an arbitrary 150,000 point total on that. Let's see if we can actually make the camera stop trying to focus on me. Yeah, and so we just hit that. If we go ahead and we type bash dragon, boop-a-doo-doo-doo, look at that. Chat has fed the dragon 156,000 wizard coins. Cass, thank you so much for contributing channel points to the Zoran Ross Paints and Music stream. So actually, the dragon score is only going to ever go up. So the coins that you feed the dragon never go down. They never reset. So we're just going to keep going from 156. We'll just set our next goal even higher. So for anybody interested, we're going to be building this on stream next Sunday, starting right around, I don't know, maybe like 4 p.m.-ish Central Time, USA. Yeah, that'll be a ton of fun. It's going to be so much fun. So to all of our new viewers, I am MasterZoran. Lego Hype. It's going to be so much. It's going to be so fun. And then the current channel point reward total is we are going to be painting and producing some electronic music here in the tent. I'm not quite sure when that one's going to happen. I think we're like 2/3 of the way. It is such a cool Lego set. I've actually had it for almost 2 years, and we just never got around to building it because I didn't have anywhere to put it. But what we're going to do is when we build this is actually going to go in the tent. We're just going to leave it right there in the background. And we'll add to our books and various random things. One of these days, I will actually fix my wizard hat. So this was a gift. I'll show you guys some of my fun little things. This was a gift from another viewer of the channel. But currently the band is broken. And so I got to actually do a little repair on that. And then we can get back to being our wizardly self. So let's get right back to Myst. So we are playing through the first Myst game in preparation of playing Riven, because Riven was just one of the greatest games of the series. Now that just came out, and that just kicked off my hype, so I was like, gosh, where are my Myst discs? And they are lost in the attic, and so I just went and was just like, let's just buy all the Myst games and just dive back in and introduce to some new people. Yeah, Myst hype. What's Myst even about? Oh man, it is about Atrus, Catherine, and their children, Cirrus and Akinar, and their ability to write ages in the form of books. It's a really, really, truly spectacular story. So currently, we are on, I believe, the mechanical age. I can't actually remember. The one with the sound puzzle. And we're currently in this nightmare dungeon here. The Lego NES set is going to be boss. Yes. We're going to be playing a bunch of Myst on this channel. We're going to go through, so I've got all 5 of them, and I have Uru now. And apparently Myst Online is actually still running. Cyan bought the rights back to it. Dude, I was actually just talking about this. I didn't make a map when I was a kid. I refused to make the map, and I got stuck just for hours, for days. Rolling around is wacky. So wacky. So, okay, so we have a path out to the north. Let's go ahead and make a quick rotation. Yeah, you got some toast with some ketchup and mayo? Hell yeah. Sable's got that fancy sauce. Oh, yes. You know, actually, I got some interesting news from the G-Tater, and I actually have to talk to him about this. Ooh, we've got a southeast exit as well. Okay, wait, that's where we came from. We came from the southeast. So it's just that one to the north then. What kind of... No, Branch. We don't want to know what kind of toast you're having right now. Don't scare off all the new lovely... If you talk about your forbidden toast right now, I will silence you. Please. For the love of God. Nutella, okay, that's much better. Much more wholesome. I will accept the Nutella toast. Dude, Nutella slaps. Hazelnuts, hazelnuts amazing. Actually, at the bar, cocktails, Frangelico is one of my favorites. So Frangelico is a hazelnut liqueur. What was he gonna say? Have you not been listening? Go scroll back up and chat a little bit. He's got a very unique toast topping that is not real. You made a peanut butter panini once? It smelled like burnt wires? No, it was Nutella. Nutella was exactly what Branch was going to say. Okay, so we left from the north, but we arrived east. So this one's actually going to... We're going to go ahead and make a... We arrived facing... So we arrived from the west. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to make a curved one right here. And we're going to go ahead and put another junction up here. Gosh, I hope I'm not lost. I think... God, okay, and so Earbo had to come and say it. Thank you. No more of that. That is not a real thing. We're not... Oh my God, this is going to become a meme on the channel, isn't it? This is going to be one of those things that we're going to talk about now. It's not. Stop. This is we're putting the kibosh on this. There's no bread. And now Branch is gonna gaslight us, is what he's gonna do. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can test our little okay, so we're still not getting any. There's a bell associated with this puzzle somehow, and I don't exactly know what the bell does. Oh, it's okay, Earbo. We're all in it to win it now. Will I become famous for discussing the forbidden bread with chat? No, this is not a thing. It's not a thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Snakeub. Did someone say jizz bread? Yes, that is what we are discussing. It's gonna be the second word banned on the channel right after Will Smith. Oh, so Mr. Smith 2.0. The Zoran bread. It's not the Zoran bread. The Zoran bread is peanut butter pickle. That's the Zoran combination. It is my family's secret recipe. And what you do is you need to take dill pickles. You can slice them long or do chips. It doesn't matter. We're gonna toast. We're gonna make a piece of toast, open-faced, peanut butter, and then the pickles on top. And then you eat it, and it's très magnifique. It's so good. Why is Will Smith banned? Some friends got into an argument discussing Will Smith. We had an incident involving Will Smith. So we don't talk about the Dark Lord anymore, or his forbidden... He is very passionate about Will Smith. Yes, we have very strong opinions regarding Will Smith on this channel. Oh man, that's so funny. I love that that's like a thing that has persisted. It's the lore, it's the deep lore. Okay, so we are facing east. Used to do a similar thing with sliced tomatoes. Wait, like peanut butter tomato? That actually sounds good too. I'll have to try that. I never thought of that. Yeah, peanut butter is a really, really interesting topping because it's got so many like it's got so many like interesting uses. At a work function one time, there was one of my coworkers brought in. They were deviled eggs, but they were peanut butter sriracha deviled eggs. And they were stellar. They were so good. Maybe there was a little bit of jalapenos in there too. I don't know. They were spicy. They were peanut butter. They were amazing. Tomato with salt is peak. Oh yeah. And when you eat tomatoes, you have to make sure you eat them like that guy from Lord of the Rings. So like you bite them and then the tomato squirts all over the place. It's the only way to eat it. Make sure that when you eat, it's super obnoxious. Okay, so unless you're in public, then only be a little obnoxious when you eat. So we have another exit to the east. We're gonna go ahead and make a quick rotation to make sure that we're not missing any paths here. You love tomatoes? Tomatoes are great. You know, I think a lot of times that might come down to maybe somebody got a bad tomato one time. You know, there's different kinds of tomatoes that taste different. You love salted tomatoes, especially if it has a little jizz on it, huh? It spices it right up. So have you ever, like, okay, for example, a perfect example is like Roma tomatoes. Sometimes are good. Roma tomatoes make great sauces, but like I wouldn't use a Roma as Yeah, bad texture. It's okay. It's kind of, to me, it's just like apples. Like apples, you can't compare apples to apples because some apples are great. Some apples are like too sour. What other socially acceptable uses for peanut butter are there besides PBJs and fluffernutters? Oh man, you could make a peanut butter milkshake, would be really good. Oh, you guys want to hear a combo that I actually discovered as far as milkshakes goes? So I was trying to crack the code to making a better strawberry milkshake, okay? And I cracked the code. Dude, peanut butter and jelly is super goat. I like to use, guess what Jay means? Stop. Stop. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Peanut butter on your jeans sandwich. To make strawberry milkshakes better, you add a bit of mango. So that sounds extra delicious. Because yes, strawberries are a fruit that really lend themselves to being backed up well. But this is gonna blow your mind, okay? You make a strawberry milkshake. And you got your ice cream, you got your milk, you got your fresh strawberries, okay? I would take the fresh strawberries and throw them in a pan and kind of cook them down a little bit, cook some of the, oh, dude, peanut butter on graham crackers before s'more. I never even thanks that. You think strawberry and mango sounds gross? I think strawberry and mango sounds really good. From like a flavor scientist point of view, those are complementary fruit flavors for sure. Sable, thank you for contributing channel points. Thank you so much. So, you cook your strawberries down, right? And add a little bit of balsamic vinegar to them to make a shrub, and then use the shrub to make your strawberry milkshake, and it tastes like cheesecake. It is it was the most gangster strawberry milkshake I ever made. I put I went a little farther than that actually. I put like a fat tablespoon of balsamic vinegar in the whole shake, and it like changed my mind. It was so good. You're not really a huge fan of mango, so you know what's really interesting? You love the forbidden fruit though. Does it start with a J? Is it juice fruit? So mangoes, you really got to get mangoes in season. Because if you get out of season mangoes, they just taste like nothing. Is it a jar fruit? Yeah, out of season mangoes just don't taste very good. And actually, what's funny is, at the bar that I used to work at, it was like a cocktail lounge, a really highly experimental cocktail lounge, and we would often run mango in our cocktails, but we would never use a jizzberry. That's one I haven't heard before. We would never use fresh mango. A jackfruit, of course, it's a jackfruit. You feel like you'd like the genre of music the band in Star Wars plays? Yeah, dude. The Star Wars band plays the Cantina? Yeah! For most your life, you hated mangoes because the only one you ever tried was hairy and hard and gross. Yeah, exactly. That was an unripe. So just search like Star Wars Cantina. Like the Cantina band is like a thing. That's not. Those are different mangoes. Hey Branch, we'll talk about those when you're older. Mangoes are really good. So one way, if you ever want to use like mangoes in a cocktail or in like baking, and you don't have access to fresh mangoes, order real mango puree. You can order real mango puree off the internet. Kiwi is criminally underrated. Kiwi is another one of those fruits though that if you get it out of season or it's not just like ripe, it doesn't come off quite as good. You know what, Sable? I agree with that though. Mango flavored stuff is really good. Mangoes, to get a good actual mango that tastes really good, you got to have the perfectly ripe one. Gold, you know what? I actually found out about gold kiwis just a couple years ago. Yeah, kiwis do make your tongue hurt. But honestly, you want to know what else makes my tongue hurt? Like some candies, sour candies do. And I figure a kiwi's probably giving me less cancer than the candy is. Dude, gold kiwis are super good. They're they're just right. They're just right sour. So we've hit a dead end here. This is a dead end. We're gonna go ahead and head back. Oranges make your tongue hurt too. Dude, there was a point in time when I was younger that I thought I was like addicted to oranges because I just like really liked them a lot. Oranges are good though. Yeah. You know, you can get vitamin C tablets if you need to get your orange consumption up there. You love oranges, but you hate orange juice? I mean, hey, dude, if you're going to pick something to get addicted to, I feel like oranges, I feel like your doctor is going to be like, great addiction. Keep that one up. Keep eating those oranges. Some varieties of citrus can be extra acidity. Some people are extra sensitive to like acids and fruits and juices and stuff. I mean, dude, I get terrible heartburn. Okay, so what are we? Boom, boom. We've taken a west. We are now back here facing south. I think my only exit is to the southeast, but we're going to go ahead and make a rotation. Dude, I get terrible heartburn, but I just deal with it. At this point, call vitamin C the orange vitamin, because why is it vitamin C? It's always the same sentence with oranges. Yeah, there's other things that have vitamin C. No, I know what you mean. Heartburn's always been a massive issue for you. Yeah, it's heartburn's rough. It's rough. There's not a lot you can do. When you first, there's not a lot you can do about it, because if you take like the medication that turns off the acid pumps in your stomach, then you just don't digest things very well. So it's a double-bladed sword. When you first saw my channel icon, you thought it was a triangle-headed stick figure. What is it actually? That's a great question. That is a fantastic question. So my channel icon is my tattoo, which is an alchemy symbol. It's one of my 2 tattoos. I've got 2. This is a symbol called the Red King. It's kind of, I have to hold it like this so that you can actually see it right side up. So this is upside down. It is a circle with a triangle with fire in the middle, and then 3 arrows radiating downward. So the Red King in alchemy it's kind of like the fire symbol, the symbol for sulfur. It represents like the fiery male essence of the alchemical equation, which is like, there's a concept of the marriage of the Red King to the White Queen, which is like it's Mercury and like Jupiter or something like that. It's a triangle-shaped toasted bread, and then there's 3 breadsticks of jizz sprinkling right on top of it. It is. Yeah, it's definitely that. So this is this alchemical symbol is an actual alchemy symbol from, I don't know, like the 1400s or something. And it represents transformation. It represents like the transformation, that burning things. And then the other one that I have is the Philosopher's Stone. And the Philosopher's Stone is a circle with a triangle with a box and then another circle. And the Philosopher's Stone, the outer circle and the inner circle are both supposed to represent like the divine, basically. And then the triangle is the earth and the box is humanity. And it's supposed to be that both humans and the earth are all made up of like tangible physical elements. That's why they're all made up of straight lines. And then the circles, because they have curves, represent the divinity. And so these symbols together represent the breaking things down into their most essential component and then building them up so that they equal more than the sum of their parts. So like for example, taking some vodka, the Philosopher's Stone is about philosophy. I know you're lying. I mean, it could be kind of philosophical. So it's kind of like for example, if I were to take water, lemon juice, sugar, and like some rum, and I were to shake it up into a really, really lovely rum lemonade, I have now made something that is more beautiful than the lemon juice or the sugar, like all sitting next to each other. And so that's kind of how I live my life, is I try to transform things. I try to make things where there weren't things before. That's kind of my drive. These are the beginnings of my sleeves that I started years ago, and I never got around to learning Latin. So one day when I learn Latin, we'll make these a lot bigger. But yeah, so that was kind of, and what's cool is, so actually, I'll tell you where I found this symbol. It is in the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves. It is the tattoo that he has on his arms, and so I saw the symbol there. He has two of them, and at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, he pulls Gabriel out of the darkness. He says, "Into the light I command you," right? And so I was actually looking into, I looked up this symbol, and I was like, what is this symbol? It's Constantine's from and that's not even really a spoiler. You don't even know what he's pulling her into the light for. Get out of here, Branch. No, stay. Come in. You're welcome. I love you. Okay, so anyways, when I was looking into the history of the symbol, it turns out that the Red King was used in ancient times. It was said to reveal hidden truths, and so I thought it was actually kind of neat that the director went and found actual alchemy symbols and then used them correctly in the movie Constantine. I thought that was so neat that I was like, yep, I want that one. So that was my first tattoo, actually. And it hurt like a bitch, let's just say. It was a very tender and mild spot. Okay, so we're gonna head southeast. We're heading back towards where we came. In ancient times, if I needed to buy something nice, I could swap it for a big goat. Oh man, I might be able to. Where are you, my band button? Oh no. You could never get tattoos because you have a mini panic attack every time you see anything on your skin. You could always get a tattoo that's not visible to you. That would be one option. Southeast, let's head to the west. But I'm a huge baby when it comes to tattoos. Why didn't I get one half on one side of your wrist and the other side of your wrist? So you put my hands next to each other, it forms a symbol. That's actually a really cool idea. My initial idea for these tattoos, I wanted to do half sleeves. I'm still going to. And the whole plan for it is that it's going to be, these are the gems at the center of the alchemical ritual, and I'm going to wrap Latin around it, almost like a Full Metal Alchemist style summoning circle, and it's going to kind of be like ley lines and all kinds of stuff. But the reason I haven't finished the tattoos yet is because I don't want to be one of those guys who uses Google Translate to make some Latin bullshit. They're going to be summoning circles, yes. And so I've decided that before I put anything on my body in Latin, I need to learn Latin thoroughly enough to understand it, because I don't want to be like one of those tourists who has a Japanese character that says jizz bread or something, oh, it means happiness in life, and then everyone who's Japanese is oh, ho, ho, look at silly white man. At this point, tattoo 666 on my forehead. I mean, I could. You want to know what? Ooh, actually, God. So this is the replica. Let me go get the original. Do you want to see one of my most prized possessions? I'll show you. It's a hat that is probably a $700 or $800 hat that I just destroyed and wore. I'll be right back. Let me show you something. Dun, 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 dun. So, this baseball cap, I actually had to search for years to find this. This is an original black scale Ophidia snapback. This was produced in extremely limited quantities for Zoomies in 2008. It is an authentic black scale hat with the black scale pentagram on it. People in China will think that you're a pretty cool guy, since everywhere but the West, jizz bread is a widely consumed and loved food. I love it. So this hat actually has a crazy story behind it as well. So I saw a girl at Zoomies wearing this. It was one of the employees, and I was like, yo, that's a super duper cool hat. The Jizzbread lore, we need more Jizzbread lore. I was like, this is a super duper cool hat. I was like, where can I get one? I really, really, really wanted one, right? And she's like, dude, you should definitely write a Jizzbread lore book. How many variants of this hat are there? I don't know. So I specifically wanted a snapback. And she's like, she said to me, she's like, they're impossible to get. I think each Zoomies store got like 5 to 10 of them, and most of them were purchased by employees. And so this was in like 2008, and I was like, okay, damn. So for the next like 6 or 7 years, I would occasionally search around on eBay and on the internet trying to find the Black Scale Ophidia snapback. And every once in a while, I would see a beanie cap that was, so they made a snapback and they made a beanie cap version, and the beanie cap would sell on eBay. I saw a bunch of them selling on eBay. Yeah, this hat was like old. So I found the beanies selling on eBay for like $300 or $400 because they were super limited. There was like a collector's item or something. And every 6 or 8 months, I would like check back and like, I couldn't find anyone selling the snapback. One day, I was Google searching Black Scale Ophidia snapback, and I just found this website for a clothing company out of like San Francisco, and they had one in stock. And I was like, what is this? And it was like $25, and I was like, "Oh, give it to me," because like it wasn't being sold from like a secondhand. It was actually like being sold by like a clothing warehouse. So like they were just selling it for the retail price, right? So I ordered it, okay, and a box arrived in the mail. I opened it up, and I pulled out a black hat. It was not this one. It had a middle finger embroidered right here, and it said "fuck you" on it. And so I'm like, I thought I got right. So I wrote an email to like the clothing company, and I said, hey, like I ordered this Black Scale Ophidia hat, and I'm like, I got sent this one. And he's like, can you send me a picture of the product tag on it? I sent him a picture of the product tag, and he's like, give me a second. And he went, and he's like, I have the actual Ophidia hat here. The product tags got switched. He's like, I'll overnight it to you. Dude overnighted it to me, and it's legit. So I've worn this hat for like, God, I think I bought this in like 2017 or something. I wore it to the point that the snap is actually broken on it, and I am currently looking for a tailor to remove and replace this snap. It was the funniest hat to get. It was so funny because and the thing is like the guy didn't know that this was like a special item. This is the only one of these I have ever seen other than the one that girl was wearing. And honestly, if I had to guess, if I were to like get the snap fixed and get it back to prime condition, I would say this is probably worth $800 or $900 easy, because they just don't exist. You cannot buy one. I bought because the cocktail bar that I used to work at, I always used to wear pentagram hat, and so this was when my snap broke. This was the one that I bought to replace it, and I would wear that shit backwards like a real gangster. Welcome to Guigno's. Tonight's special is lasagna with a signature garlic cheese bread. Oh, you guys. I guess, you know what? A Twitch streamer doesn't get to pick their own lore. You guys are we're making the lore in real time. Here all together. This is all of us. This is all of our project. We all are responsible for this tragedy. Homestuck, a webcomic written by Andrew Hussey 1 year after I got this hat. Yeah, you know what's really crazy? I got this hat 1 year after graduating from high school. That's how old I am. I'm an old man. Y'all didn't even know that Zoran was such an old man. Okay, let's take the hat off. Fellow kids. You're gonna go buy the latest Jizz hot dog buns? Man. You know, we're making an entire industry here. This is really, truly spectacular. Okay, northeast. Shit, did I lose? Where am I? I lost where we are. You were born 1 year after I got the hat? Dang, hell yeah. The gin industry. Shit, I forgot where we are. Okay, let's... We're gonna have to use process of elimination to figure this out. That was an unfortunate mistake that I made. We have an exit to the northeast. Let's figure out. We have an exit to the northwest. Okay, hang on, wait a second. We might be here. A person who grew up within the time between then and now. Yeah, it's honestly I feel more connection to the generations younger than me than I did to the generations older than me. When did I get that hat? 2008. Or no. When did I get the hat? I saw the hat in 2008. I bought the hat in 2016, I want to say. I think I looked for it for 8 years. That sounds about right. Dude, when I finally found that and was able to order it, I freaked out. It was like crazy. Okay, there's an exit to the west and an exit to the northwest and the northeast. Is it here? Did I somehow get stuck back here? I'm really old. I was obsessed with the hat for 8 years. I wanted it so bad. I wanted it. I would, dude, honestly, if that clothing company would have been like $500, I would have paid it. I would have paid any amount of money for it. I just wanted it so much. Right? Follow age? Is that a bash command I don't know about? The feeling of knowing a snapback is wanted more than you. Oh no, you're appreciated and wanted here, AP. We appreciate you. Oh man, this is a really crazy. Bash, make me some jizz bread. Thanks, Dad. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have an exit to the south. We have an exit. Have I heard of Escher sentences? I haven't. Is that like MC Escher? Perhaps someone out there has been looking for less than 8 years. Man, I've never... What's funny... No, I wasn't sure. I said, is that a bash command I've never heard of? I've never even heard of it. I've never seen another YouTuber. Have I heard of Escher sentences? There's sentences that seem correct, but if you try to understand the meaning, they're wrong. Please enlighten us. I'm so excited for this one. We've got an exit to the west. More people have been to Berlin than I have. Wait a second. What? More people have been to Berlin than I have. Yeah, because how do you... Yeah. So you're mixing two different quantifiers, basically. I like that. You've been playing Overwatch 2? So I played the original Overwatch, and I know that Overwatch 2 is not that different. Honestly, I like hero-based like shooters. I think they're fun. I think it's neat. Everyone's got different powers. Okay, we can head northwest. God, where did I end up? Where am I? How did I get here? We can head north. We can head northeast. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 exits here. AP needs help. What is AP? Help me, AP1 Kenobi. You're my only hope. Can't go to the southeast. Okay, so there's 4. Let's look at our map. Does this correspond to anything? It looks like this. It's up. It's. We can exit northwest, northeast, west, or south. So there's actually nothing on my map that can that. Wait, we went west, didn't we? Can I go east? You're generally bad at FPS games. A couple you got really good. Dude, honestly, we used to play like, you know, like Call of Duty 2 and like Counter-Strike Source back in the day. stream my drive over to the nearest Jizzbread's good store. I don't think we have one of those around here. I'm in small town Midwest. I wouldn't call it bumfuck nowhere. Help is synonymous with LOL in some areas. Interesting. It's really interesting how language evolves. You've only encountered it in the Nico D community. We can start using it here. Honestly, I'm down with that. I mean, I was part of, there was a whole, you know what? We might be here. There was this whole, wait, that doesn't even make sense. How could we be here? Because we can't leave to the east. Gosh, where did we come from? Where did we go? We might have to start a separate map and then wait for them to correspond with one another. There was this big discussion over whether skibbity is a word or not. And the prevailing argument was that if people say it, then it's a word. And so I guess that means that unfortunately, eventually Merriam-Webster is going to have to add skibbity. It'll be in there eventually. Skibbity, like skibbity toilet, like edge, yeah, all that stuff. All of those, dude. Those are all things. Those are all gonna be. Skibbity's an onomatopoeia. It is. What if the dragon takes back his coins we've donated? Null kolk is a word because I said it. If you get people to start saying it and you come up with a meaning for it and it catches on, like if it has to become part of the cultural zeitgeist. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to prove challenging because we have. God, did I go like north from one of these? I don't know where I am. I lost where we were. One of your biggest achievements in life is having a word get added to a non-English dictionary. Interesting. That's it's the action of eating the jizz bread. Is that's gonna be your new sentence? No, I guess it sounds kind of like it, doesn't it? Okay, so I guess what we're gonna do, since we don't have any other, you defaced library property. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. So, okay, I got lost. It sounds like a sound to it. Okay, it does. I hate. Yeah, it does. It does. It's not late enough for Zoran After Dark. It's only 5:42 p.m. Oh my goodness. So what we're gonna have to do is we're just gonna have to make a separate node over here, I guess, and we're gonna, because I got lost. So these are what the exits of the node that we are at looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't perfectly really match anything that's on our diagram. So we know that we are in a new area. But what point redemption? I don't understand. Sable, thank you so much for contributing channel points to our goal. What I don't understand is where I came from, because I couldn't have come from naturally I would have gone this way, right? But I can't have come from there. Wait a second. I wonder, did this turn? It couldn't have turned. I wonder if we turned north. I guess it kind of is. We could. That could be the new euphemism. Oh my goodness. No. Oh my goodness. Stop. I like how this is like an actual specific bread. This is like a specific thing that you go to the store and get. Dude, you're gonna make a whole entire industry. This is gonna be it. A new industry. So we must have left from here, but it turned. So maybe if we try going back to the south, let's try going south and see if this path turns. It doesn't. I'm not a huge fan of this. Okay, so let's. I guess we're just gonna start. We're just gonna start the map over until the map corresponds with one another. You went to the store with a 10-pound note in hand to buy a cucumber. The cucumber was 79 cents. Yeah, that's actually the guy didn't want to give you £9, 21 change, so he said you couldn't buy it. Was it like a front? Was it like a front business or something? At one point in your life, you used to eat slabs of shallow fried bologna, dude. That sounds amazing. What? Wait, 75%. He just didn't have enough change. Oh, that sucks. That's unfortunate. You guys, we're at 75%. We have raised 150,000 channel points towards the Zoran Ross Paints and Music stream. You're only 50,000 channel points away. That's amazing. The lady behind you paid for it. That's so kind of her. That's the kind of stuff that happens in our community too. We see a lot of kindness around here. Small town stuff. Okay, so right now we're here, and we can continue to go south. We're gonna make a separate map here, and we're gonna wait for the maps to coincide, and we'll figure out eventually where we are. I think. You know, actually, that's funny. You reminded me of one of my favorite YouTubers. Should you save up more points instead of donating every 60 to 90? You can if you want to. I think it caps you at like 2,000 points donated per day. And I know a lot of people will just save up and do the max donation, but I mean, you know, whatever you feel like. At the end of the day, we're just trying to get over that finish line so we can do a paints and music stream. It's gonna be so fun. Okay, we've got north and south, and we've got southeast here. So we've got north, south, southeast. Shepherd's pie with jizz bread crust. Interesting. You remember one time you were waiting to order from a local small eatery and a handicapped woman came in, didn't have the proper funds for a meal. You stopped in and completed the transaction. Yeah, dude, 100%. You know, somebody's a nickel short or quarter short. You dig in your pocket and see if you got something. I mean, dude, honestly, I'm like, because I work downtown and I see so many homeless people, especially in the winter around here, I have definitely donated hand warmers and, you know, like a quick trip chicken sandwich to a guy who was sleeping in the parking garage before. That's definitely happened. Yeah, dude, I mean, you know, we're just helping out other people here. We're all just stuck here on this planet. You know, some people, it's funny, some people have this incredible vitriol, and actually, I was talking to Comrade Punky about I want us both, me and her, we want to watch the movie There Will Be Blood. And I've seen it a couple times already. I don't think she's watched it. But the movie There Will Be Blood, it's about an old-timey oil tycoon and his crazy misadventures. But more important than that, it's actually about a man who cannot achieve happiness no matter what. And it's about a certain type of person. Is the type of person, like the protagonist of the movie There Will Be Blood, it's about an oil tycoon, and he even says he's quoted in the movie, he says, I don't just want to succeed, I want to watch everyone else fail. And that's a personality archetype. It's actually you run into these people, you meet them, you know them, you might work with them, and it's a dangerous type of person to be around because they're so driven that they will continue to do anything that they can to make sure everyone else is just worse off than them. People who donate stuff to homeless people are the best people in the world. That's a massive green flag. It is. You used to be homeless for a bit, so you know how helpful those little donations are. And honestly, and I have been very close to, I've been blessed to have had like family members, you know, my parents let me move back in with them a little bit, you know, when I failed, when I was first trying to kind of make it in the world. And I've been at that point in my life where I was down to my last $5 and I didn't have any way to pay bills and, you know, had recently lost a job. Like, I've been in those situations before. And so, you know, even today, it's like, even my life nowadays, it's like I'm only maybe a few months away from not being able to pay my mortgage, and you know, it's times are tough all around, and I feel like if you look at all of the great teachers that have been here on Earth, all of the, all the sages, the Buddha and Gandhi and Jesus and all these, these dudes that are like, hey, help the poor, help the sick, help your neighbor. Help your neighbor, I help my neighbors, dude. My neighbors, both they work. I remember, so they both work, and like they oftentimes don't like get to like mowing their lawn and stuff, and so I'll, sometimes I'll help them do some maintenance and stuff like that. Okay, we're not even gonna read the tough times never last, only tough people. Skibbity Riz. You take. Oh God, dude, look at this. Look what you've become. Look what you've become, Branch. He's skibbitying with the best of them, and he's skibbitying with the rest of them. My gosh, dude, this is quite a this puzzle. Myst. What a puzzle. Okay, we got northwest. Okay, that's where we came from. This was a. Yeah, Branch, what have you become? Please mute you. I'm not going to mute you, Branch. I'm not going to. You know what? I'm going to let you just dig yourself into this text grave that you have dug. And also, you want to know what else is really great about Earbo fed the dragon 1,000. Thank you so much, Earbo. If you type bash dragon score, you can actually see how many coins you fed, and that will persist between streams. At times, forgiveness is the worst punishment. Yeah, it's like when your parents say that they're not mad, they're just disappointed, and they're not going to ground you, but your mom's just like, oh, sorry, so the bash is the exclamation mark. So it looks like that. That is bash, yes. And you know what's really funny? I hadn't heard that before, gosh, I think 2014 when I was in college. And I heard the instructor refer to the exclamation mark as the bash. Yeah. And I think what does it come from? Is it Unix systems used bash as an escape character when navigating? I don't remember exactly. Look at that. Earbo has fed the dragon 2,000 wizard coins in your lifetime. The dragon smiles upon you. You have the dragon's blessing, Earbo. Yeah. It's the worst when your parents are disappointed in you. It really is. Nico heard Linux. He's just like, I know about the Linux. I have used Linux. Oh, thank you so much for the Conjured Water AP. Born Again Shell. That's right. That is correct. Pete Boss knows. Pete Boss has gotten. That is it. That is it. It is the Born Again Shell. A lot of things in computing have interesting reasons like that. Oh, who wants some mac and cheese? I'll take some mac and cheese, Branch. Red or blue? Let's pick blue. You've heard it called the exclamation point, exclamation mark, the shouter, in the context of the emoji, the bang, yes, the double. Ooh! Oh my gosh! I thought you were done with that, Branch. It's okay. This is the new channel meme, the jizz bread. But it's only aesthetic. You got to mix together powdered sugar and milk to make it. Okay, so we're back here now. We've lost our way a little bit, but that's not going to stop us. Don't worry. We're not going to stop. We're not going to get stopped. We are right here. What I want to know is, are you like copying and pasting in recipes, or are you just like, have I ever denial to acceptance speedrun? I love that. Have I ever had sweet potato fries? I have actually. Funny enough, the bar that I work at. Oh, you know what we need to do? This is also a lightning. This one makes one of those noises too. The bar that I work at has sweet potato fries. Oh goodness. We're heading south by southwest, and then we're entering from a westward. So this goes down here, and we're gonna go like that. Dude, this map is becoming crazy. becoming super duper crazy. I got you. That makes sense. It was the denial to acceptance speedrun. I've never had avocado fries. Would you deep fry those? I wonder if they're breaded. I'll try anything once. That's what Zoran always says. Okay, so we can't continue west. This does not make a sound. We can go north from here. Does this doesn't look like anywhere we've been. We still haven't found our way back where we were going. The bird is going to shit on me on my car every day out of spite for when I hit its baby. You know, I don't hit animals in the road. I am a habitual. I will stop for an animal. I will hold up traffic to let the ducklings cross or whatever. Avocado toast is great, but it's overrated. Yeah, I think what avocado toast really, the reason why it really took off is because these little shops popped up, these little coffee shops and stuff that would serve it, and there's a whole younger generation that's like really, really sick of the fact that if you want to get a convenience food, it's almost always super duper bad for you. Like, fast food's terrible, and like if you just, dude, look at I don't know, 60% of Americans like obesity and being unhealthy. I mean, even like, okay, I'm really, really skinny. I have blood sugar issues from a terrible diet. Like, dude, we're all dying over here in the United States. A Branch, I bet you it's J Toast that's underrated. You stop if it's a dog or a cat, obviously a deer. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've hit some animals accidentally on the road. Sometimes you can't tell, but like, if I have the option, if there's like a squirrel in the middle of the road, I'm not gonna like swerve to hit it, you know? You love animals, but you despise insects. Same, yes, I don't like insects very much either. You saw some dude hit a deer on the road while you were going to the gas station? Dang, that's unfortunate. The reason avocados are the way they are is because giant ground sloths used to eat them whole. Interesting. Oh yeah, so my opinions of like the road is I think people are a little too rushed, especially on American roads. Oh yeah, I love avocado toast too. Avocados are really good. They're a great, they are an amazing form of nutrition. My one problem with avocados is you buy them and then I buy them and then I forget about them. Because I'll leave them on my counter just long enough to like soften to the point that I want them. And then I'll move them to the fridge so that they stop ripening, and then I forget about them for like 3 weeks until they go bad. You're not stopping for a squirrel? That's fair. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to judge you either way. It's a squirrel. There's plenty of them. There's so many of them. My backyard's filled with them. Anyone who needs a squirrel, you can come scoop a handful of them out of the backyard. Yeah. So for me, it's hard to not stop for like squirrels and stuff, because like, so I used to keep pet rats, and I feel like squirrels and rats are like, they're cuddly little members of rodentia, you know? Yes, indeed. You had pet rats. Dude, pet rats are so adorable. They're some of the most loving pets. Truly, truly awesome animals. The only tragedy is that they don't live longer. You had to part with them because you had to move to a place that doesn't allow pets. Yeah, squirrels are little nuisances, though. Yeah, I agree with that. Your dad taught you to never stop for an animal. I mean, to each their own. For me, honestly, I think 50% of it is I just don't want to damage my car. You know, I've totally I've seen people hit like small animals, and then they can get sucked up into your grill, and now you're picking feathers and stuff out of there. You've had beater cars all your life. That's how I feel, Pete Boss. My car that I'm driving is the first one that I've ever had that had steel hubs or whatever. Like, I've always had, like, shitty cars that had hubcaps. Channel point redemption. Friends, we got about a minute left of the ad break. I'm going to go use the bathroom really, really quick, and I will be right back. Jeff's gone. Alrighty, wizards, we are back. We're back. You're not about to have your charger hit something, dude. I'm not about to have my charger hit anything at all. What do we got here? Thank you, Sable, for contributing channel points. Mail. I don't know if that. I don't know if that's real. Also, that's a little too heavy. It's too heavy branch. I do have yet to ride in your charger. You love spreading misinformation on the internet. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. Okay, so we have a new stream goal, everybody. The stream goal. Yeah, dude, you gotta take me on a little cruise one of these days. The new stream goal is to escape from this nightmare. We are lost in a nightmare maze. We are right here. We can head north. We can head southeast. Let's head... Oh, wait. Southwest. Whoops. Southwest, not southeast. Oh, no. I need... Where's my line tool? Line tool. Let's just go ahead and cover that one up. We don't need that. Nope. We don't need that. This is not the most elegant solution, but it is a solution. Okay. Let's go check our southeast really quick just to make sure we don't have a southwest and a southeast. Lost in a nightmare maze accompanied by the map of the English underground. Yes, 100%. It is a nightmare maze. Let's head to the southwest. I still haven't figured out what the sounds mean. There's like these dinging sounds. There was another one. We just heard one. So let's go ahead and drop another node here. Is this looking like anything? We've got 3. This could potentially be... No, it couldn't. It couldn't. It could not potentially be. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know where we could be. We can head south from here. Dude, this is a wacky maze. The maze is so wacky. We can head south. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD because at one point I got totally distracted and I just forgot the move that I made. We can head northeast. This is where we just came from. How was anyone supposed to figure this out? Dude, well, so you know, you know what's so funny? We can head northwest. So you know what's so funny about Myst, about games like this, is part of the reason they were so complicated was because the games were really, really short. So like, so right now I'm playing with the randomizer turned on from the 2021 version of Myst, so all of the answers to the puzzles are slightly randomized. But if you are playing the original version of Myst, it's all exactly the same. So once you've beaten the game one time, you can complete Myst, I think, in like under 5 minutes. Like, you just go right to the fireplace at the end and input the code and like whatever. So I think the whole reason why this game was designed like this is because when you first bought this game, and you have to remember this is back in like the 90s, it came on like 9 floppy disks. This was like, you wanted to get like a year's worth of playing this, and so you would kind of slowly solve this puzzle over like many gameplay sessions, and that was kind of the draw of it. Obviously, I feel like in modern days, it's not. There's a kind of a bell sound here a little bit too. Oh God, what's happening? There it is. So I guess we kind of can put a little bell lightning here, but I don't think that really is, that's where we're just gonna put a little one. Let's head northwest. You often hold your hands up while laying, and sometimes you rub your arm against the wall. You got electrocuted? Don't do that. You know what's funny? I've done that where, because like American plugs have like the center prong and then the 2 outer ones. If you're trying to plug it into a power strip, you can actually plug one of the prongs into you can plug the left prong into the right one with the bottom plug hanging out, and now you have like an exposed live thing. You just gotta get up, I guess, when you're plugging things into the wall. Don't electrocute yourself and die. They assumed it would take you a while to figure out all the puzzles. Yeah, if you used a guide, you could solve it really, really easily. Okay, so we just headed northwest. We're gonna be putting one right here. Does this look like it still doesn't look like it matches anything, does it? I guess this could technically be here. Kind of, but we're missing. You know what? Actually, I think we may have figured out where we were. I think we're back here now. I think these are here. Edge, Riz, Skivity. I think we figured out where we were in this, but what's so weird is it doesn't. So one of these, like this, doesn't match up. I wonder if I just clicked on that. We'll have to go check this out. I think we might be in this wing right here. These are looking kind of similar. So now we're up here. Hypothetically, I'm going to put a little one of these here. Actually, you know what? Let's make these yellow because these represent, we're unsure if this is going to go in the final, but I think this is correct. Knock, knock, knock. You know what? You're gonna get a word in the dictionary one day. You just mark my words. We're truly going to. Come on. Okay, we can head back to the southeast. Is this the only one? I am. Is it easier than me? So I don't have to map the whole thing out? I kind of want to map the whole thing out at this point. I know there's like some bells that are ringing, the little ring-a-dings that I haven't actually sussed out yet. It's not the bell. Interesting. I'm kind of curious how big this train thing is in the first place. You know what's really fun is it's all the sounds. Interesting. So what is it? I'm hitting the button at certain things. See, I was just trying to like map it out, assuming there would be an end to it. Goes to show what I know. Isn't that fun? I think I'm probably still going to end up mapping the whole thing because this would have been. So what's funny is I've definitely solved this puzzle before. Gosh, years ago. The button replays the sound at the junction. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we're searching, we're following the sound's paths. I've kind of started to map out where I'm getting these ringing noises. At one point, we did. What's so funny is we lost track of where we were in the maze, actually. So now we're trying to resuss that out. It's weird to you that horror and platformers are both genres. I mean, I guess like what is a genre, right? It's kind of like a series of tropes that similar intellectual properties would find in accordance with one another. Fun can't talk about big things. The entire world would fit 3 times into the Minecraft world if one block was 1 meter. I suppose. So northeast is where we're going. Direction I need to go. Interesting. Thank you, Dead Guy Productions. I do appreciate that. Let's head to the northeast. You know what's really funny? I remember being younger and like brute forcing my way through the fireplace puzzle because there's only 300 patterns that you have to enter, and so rather than actually solving it, I remember being a kid and like instead of solving it the proper way, I just tried every possible combination for like days. Minecraft is a game that gets boring the older you get. I feel like it does, yeah. And there's a place for mods for sure. Okay, so this is just we got no sound here. We can still go to the northwest. I'm so curious to see if these tunnels, if any of these link. There's like no linking tunnels. And to the southwest. And you know what's... So another interesting thing, one thing that we learned on this channel by hosting a Minecraft server is how many sounds are there? I don't know. There's like a bell. There's the really clear bell. There's like a bell that sounds kind of scuffed. And then there's like a hiss. I don't know. I was looking only for the bell. I guess, although, you know what? I should have realized that it was just the sounds because of the puzzle that we had to solve to get into here. This entire island seems to be sound-based puzzles. I mean, that makes sense. What's the root of 5? You can just ask Google what the root of 5 is. So what's really interesting about Minecraft is how everybody has a separate way, like everybody has a different way that they want to play it. Some people like trying to unlock everything so that they have all the building tools at their disposal. Some people, like me, like servers to be like a community thing where everybody kind of advances at the same rate. Some people like to play in creative mode. Some people like to play on super hardcore mode. Another thing we learned is you should always leave your hardworking book writers behind and lie to them and tell them you're going to read their book even though you won't ever do it. That is also true. We did learn that is a very important step to having to maintaining a healthy server. Yes, absolutely. Some people want dirt huts. Yep, exactly. Some people want dirt huts. Some people don't want any dirt huts at all on the entire server. And if you make a dirt hut, play the sound a few times. This hissing noise. I need a room full of mirrors so I can be surrounded by winners. It needs more of that in the music. Kanye was cooking. Channel point redemption. Thank you, Sable, for contributing channel points. Go back southeast. I don't think there's any other exit to this room. So yeah, I know I've found... So I think the clearest bell, the clearest tone that we got was all the way back here at the start of the maze. This was the one that sounded more clear to me than any of the other ones have. But I wasn't sure what to do in that room. It seems like all of the ones that we've encountered since then have been a combination of the bell and the hissing sound. I think Christopher Walken saying that sentence. Man, I'm not a clever man. It needs more cowbell. I guess we're just gonna head back to the southeast. I think this is a dead end. We'll find our way out of the maze eventually. Wait a second. Did we map it? We mapped this room wrong. We did. Sometimes you talk to yourself in the mirror because if you don't, you will go crazy and put something around your throat that isn't a tie, branch. Well, don't do that. You know what? I talk to myself in the mirror all the time, though, Branch. Constantly. Comrade Punky sometimes has to ask me, she goes, are you talking to me or are you talking to the other guy? 4 sounds, 4 directions. So the sound it plays is telling you which direction to go through the maze. That's pretty clever. I know, right? What an inspirational quote from Branch. You got to, you know what, Branch? You got to catalog that in one of your. You know what? Let's go back southwest. You got to catalog that in one of your books. Oh, let's go ahead and just get rid of that. That is not a thing. Yeah. And the 2 sounds combined are the directions between. That makes a lot of sense. So each room actually will point you in the correct direction towards the end of the maze. That is interesting. We'll read them. They're not going to rot away. I just got to wait for when I feel inspired to play Minecraft again, right? We can't force it. We can't force it, man. If we force it, then it's gonna be me being very crabby for a whole stream. We don't want that. I just need to figure out what sound is what direction. And we will figure out what sound is what direction. But you know what else would be really, really fun to do as well? What if we mapped out the entire maze, too, in addition to figuring out what sound was what direction? Wouldn't that be fun? Because then we'll just have the whole maze, like, just all mapped out. Who knows what we could do with that? We could build a whole underground city down here. Thank you so much for the follow, Dead Guy Productions. Oh, no. Go back there. We're going to go southeast. Wait a second. One must let the Minecraft phase come naturally. It may not be forced. Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's not really, you know, mildly cult-like, I guess. Oh, hey, are we down here finally? Oh, we are, yes. Interesting. So this is on one of the diagonals then, because it's 2 combined. So it's got to be... So I'm guessing that we have to head back this way, northeast on that one. So we're going to say... So the bell is purely north, since that's the only one that actually makes sense. So we are heading down a a dead end, if you will. I do still want to map it, though. Let's see what we got here. So we're down here. Oh, wait a second, actually. Boom, 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 boom. If this is this is back this way. So we need to head this direction. So we're going to go north, and then we're going to go northeast. So we have actually already mapped out down here. This is just a secondary part. Sakun, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Wizards. Zoran's Wizard Tent. We're in here. To all the new friends, we got a Discord. We got some other social media that I don't use as often as I should, but we're working on it. We stream Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday, right around 5 p.m.-ish Central Time. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later if I need to run to the grocery store. Just because you don't have a broomstick up my ass doesn't mean that you don't want one there. Well, you know, and each and every one of us is entitled to putting whatever in our butts that we want. That's between you and God. I am a bartender. Do I need any new recipes? Man, so when I bartended, I was like the cocktail master. I've gone through the whole Death & Co. like cocktail codex shit. So I used to actually like design the cocktails for our bar. Yeah, shoot a recipe at me. Throw me one. Liquid cocaine shot. So that is dive bar bartending, which is a little bit different than what I would do. So I would design like really complicated like Amaro cocktails using like Italian bitters and stuff. You know, we would mix like vinegar with fruit and make shrubs. Is that angel shot actually a thing? It's not. No. Nobody does that. I've never actually heard a customer ask for one. I think everybody kind of knows of it, but so like generally in my line of work, what we do is we just pay attention to everything that's going on in the bar. So like if a drunk guy approaches a group of girls and tries to strike up a conversation, even if it's innocent, the bartender is standing in the corner intently watching that happen just in case things get awkward, because my job at the cocktail bar that I used to work at was not only cocktail master and bartender, but I also had a baseball bat behind the bar, and that was for kicking people out of the bar. You have a recipe. What is your... No, it's not. No, Branch does not have a recipe. Branch has no recipes. I already know. I already know what's in it. Branch. Okay, so the hiss has to be one of the cardinal directions. So we're, boom, back here. Oh, shit. We're here now. We can go, what, southwest and north and east? That is not real. That's not real. That's not real, Branch. It's not real. I promise it can't hurt me. Okay, hang on. We gotta go. It can't be north, though, so it's gotta be east. The hiss has to be east. Don't judge something before I've tried it. So I'll give you guys an example of, like, if you want to make a super duper fantastic, Branch is never going to stop. That's okay. That's fine. So if you want to make a super fantastic cocktail, I will teach you. The first thing that you want is the daiquiri mother recipe, which is also the recipe for a gimlet, which is also the recipe for a margarita. It is lime juice, alcohol, and sugar. It's super simple. I mean, you can kind of substitute any acid. I've made cocktails using balsamic vinegar before. What do we got? So this one's got to be north because it's the path of the beam. We're gonna head north, and then we get to this weird funky triplicate section, which kind of makes sense because you've got all these false things here, and we're ending up over here, which would kind of make sense. Why is the bar tender? Oh, because you're in hell and the bar is made of human flesh, right? That would be one reason. Jizz brandy, I don't think that would work. I don't think you could actually make that. But so the trick is, you take whatever your acid is and whatever your sugar is, and so for our sugar we would use like a 1-to-1 simple syrup. Really, really simple. You mix together equal parts sugar and water by volume or weight. Honestly, it doesn't even really matter that much. And so, who says you can't make it? You might be able to. You might be able to distill that. Do you know how to make a pina colada for the lactose intolerant? Interesting. I would probably use, well, coconut cream. You use coconut cream because coconut cream doesn't have any lactose in it. Is what I would do. And you know, you want to know my favorite cocktail that people would order is a Mai Tai, because Mai Tais that most people order are not actually Mai Tais. If you order a Mai Tai and you get something with like orange juice in it, that's the wrong cocktail. It's not real. Who hurt you? I'm going to ask. A Mai Tai is really, really simple. We're going to use that exact same daiquiri recipe. The sugar, however, the sugar syrup that we're going to make is called orgeat. And the easy way to make it is by mixing almond milk or any kind of nut milk, not jizz, oleandus, like cashew milk or whatever. You mix that equal parts with white sugar, and so then your cocktail is going to be 1 ounce Parrot Bay rum and pineapple juice on the rocks. I could see that. I could honestly see that, because some rums have like some kind of toasty, nutty kind of like vanilla creamy flavors going on under there. But one of my favorite things, a classic Mai Tai, super, super delicious. You take 1 ounce of white rum. You take 3/4 of an ounce of that cashew orgeat that we just talked about. And so you could use like an almond milk or a cashew milk. And then you do 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. Shake it up. Dirty pour, which means that you dump the ice out of the cocktail shaker with the cocktail shaker. And then you float 1 ounce of dark rum on top of that, and then you garnish that with a sprig of fresh mint. And that is like a classic tropical, like Caribbean style, like a Trader Vic's style Mai Tai like you would have gotten in Chicago back in like the 1930s. Super duper spectacular. I do miss fancy cocktail bartending. I now work at like a dive bar pub again. A dive bar / pub style establishment. And while I will say that making fancy cocktails is really fun, it's draining. It's draining having to, like, you know, you're dusting the gold leaves on the side of the glass and all that shit. And you know, the pressure of serving $17-18 drinks is it's a lot. It's a lot. So it's a lot of pressure. And so it's a whole lot more comfortable and convenient. Southwest, southeast. Jarkschmellows? I haven't heard of the Jarkschmellows. But yeah, if you guys ever need advice on like a tasty cocktail batch to make or something, we used to make really, really spectacular batched cocktails. And honestly, I recommend nearly everyone, if you're making cocktails for a party, batch them, pre-batch them. It does not make the cocktail any worse. In fact, it makes it better. And when you mix, what's really fun is alcohol and acid and sugar are all stabilizing. So batching is where you mix all the alcohol and juice and sugar all together in a bottle beforehand, and you let it sit at room temperature, and that's how you store it. So we would make like a raspberry vodka drink, right? And I would put the raspberry puree, the sugar, all the juice, all the alcohol in a big giant tub, and then we'd put them into bottles and we would seal them, we'd cap them. And what happens is the alcohol and sugar and acid are all stabilizers. And so if you mix all three of them together, it creates a triangle of stability and it becomes shelf stable, and you can let it sit on your counter for a year, and then you just pour like 4 ounces into a cocktail shaker and shake it up, and pour it into a glass, and the whole cocktail's ready to go. And it was actually one of the best ways to make cocktails. You fired or slammed on your fingers and you got a cut on your finger. Oh no. Well, I hope your owie finger feels better soon. But so what's really funny is that like almost all fancy cocktail bars, especially high volume, equal parts Jaeger, Goldschlager, and Rumpelmann's liquid cocaine. Yeah, that's gnarly drinking. So what we used to do...
Channel point redemption.
Thank you so much, Sable, for contributing channel points. We used to make, like, the wackiest cocktails that would get you so drunk, but they tasted like juice or candy or desserts or something. Like, the owner of the place I used to work was a professional chef, and we would, like, just go absolutely crazy with... Like, we would... I made something once called a milk punch. And milk punch is where you take rum and pineapple juice and lime juice, and then you use it to curdle some whole milk. You mix it all together, it curdles, and then you pull the cheese out of the solution, and you drink what's left behind. It's called a milk punch, and it is a super duper spectacular. Thank you so much for the water. We're almost out of it. I gotta go get some more. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, milk punches are super duper fun. Look into milk punches. They're really, really great. We are going to do that. Yeah. Beautiful. There we go. Do I have conjure mead? I don't, but pull the cheese out of the solution should never be a sentence. Well, what's interesting is when you're making a milk punch. Hey, wait, did we find the end of the puzzle? I think we did. What is this? Before we do that, though, before we get to the end of this puzzle, which we may or may not have found, I'm going to show you guys something. So I make bitters. I have showed this before on the channel, but let's go get the bitters jar because we haven't actually looked at it in like 3 or 4 months. Let's get the bitters jar. Maybe we'll do a little bitters taste test. Here's my jar of bitters. I need like something to pour this. I need like a shot glass. So if you guys have ever had like an old-fashioned like Angostura bitters, what did Branch say that got him banned into the Shadow Realm? Man, he's been talking about jizz for like on posting copy pods. No, I'm over it. I'm over the jizz. No more jizz. It was only a 10-minute ban. He'll be back. Am I in a tent in my house? Yes. I am in a tent in my house. This is my autism tent in the basement, dude. We got it. And I got video of myself mowing my lawn on my green screen. Isn't that great? So, this is bitters. This is how you make bitters. Chat, welcome. Meat, rotten fruit. Am I in autism? Oh, yeah. Oh, we in there, baby. We got that tism. We got that tism. Oh, he'll be back. We love Branch. This is not the first time that I have timed out Branch for 10 minutes before. So, we've got rotten fruit in here. And you'll notice that it's got some liquid on the bottom of it. And that liquid is Everclear. It's a 195 proof alcohol. And, so get this. Dude, it's honestly it's the greatest superpower of the 21st century. So what's neat is people, get kind of a little concerned about rottism, rotting fruit. You're all in good company here. So what's neat though is, and I tell people this all the time, you can put anything in a jar, and if you put high enough proof alcohol on it, you can drink it safely. isn't that crazy. Oh God, that smells amazing. So this is still very, very high proof. Before this is actually finished, I will dilute this down to probably about 55%, or no, yeah. We'll dilute it down to like maybe 110 proof. Right now, it's still sitting at like 170 proof. This is bitters. So if anyone who's ever had like an old fashioned, or if you're like in Italy, sometimes bitters are drinking as like an aperitif after a meal. There's many different kinds. And what bitters is fruit. Oh man, Nike just became the strongest wizard. Look at that. I love that. So bitters are fruit and spices and all kinds of stuff. And so what is in this jar is I have like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, I've got cinnamon, I've got nutmeg, cloves, peppers, I got coffee beans, there's tea in here, like all kinds of stuff. This is the kitchen sink. These are my kitchen sink bitters. And you let it sit for like years. So that's been cooking for, I think, an entire year. Everclear, triple sec, and grape juice. Ooh, that actually sounds good. Screaming Purple Jesus. I've definitely had that before. And we got to go get. I got to go get some more water. Actually, I am out of water. But first, let's check out this little bit of bitters liquid. So this is the reason why there's such a small amount in here, because this is like 190 proof. If you drink a whole shot of it, you're gonna get sick. That's just kind of what happens. Don't drink Everclear undiluted. I know people think that that's like I'm such a cool college guy, I can drink a handle of Everclear. No, you're gonna get liver poisoning. You're gonna get sick. So we're just gonna taste a little bit of this. It smells really, really lovely. The chocolate's actually really coming through now. So what's funny is this used to take bitters hot. Oh, dude, yeah. So bitters are super lovely though. Actually, bitters can be the basis of an entire cocktail. You can actually just dilute and drink bitters and shake them up and they'll froth and everything. It's beautiful. Very random guy, maybe. Thank you for the follow. Oh yeah. Oh, it's hot. Woo. So this tastes like you're getting a lot of cinnamon, and then it becomes like cloves and nutmeg. This almost tastes like mulling spices. Like I would add that to like gingerbread cookies, and it would be super, super tasty. So we're gonna go ahead and set our spooky bitters jar. You know what? Let's set it up by the wizard hat. We'll keep it right up there in the corner. I'm gonna go grab. I'll be right back, friends. I'm gonna go grab a little bit more water really quick, so we can soothe our palate. That's definitely still like 160 or 170 proof. I can feel it. It's hot. Oh, I got that Stanley Cup. I got a Stanley Cup that matches my headphones, actually. Yeah, my girlfriend, Comrade Punky, got this for me. And we use them to stay hydrated. Okay. Back in the world of Myst, we have found an anomaly. There is a red light. Can I rotate anymore? I can't. I can't do anything. Is this it? Did we arrive? Am I here? Oh my goodness, we're here. We solved it. We did it. Thanks to Dead Guy Productions. There's actually a drink called Autism Cocktail. I believe it, honestly. I believe it. There's a drink, and there's so, like, the world of drinks is like so crazy. But you know what? It isn't the Stanley Cup. No, it's not the Stanley Cup. I have not competed for a Stanley Cup I'm not a good hockey player. But you know, one thing I will say is that, especially in the Midwest, if you learn how to make a potable drink. God, I love that you can walk over here and just look at this. It's so cool. If you learn how to make a potable drink in the Midwest, you can make a career out of it. Stanley Cups are super huge. Do you want to know why Stanley Cups are so huge? it's because the color texture combos are limited, and they do that. It's almost like Beanie Babies or like any other, like Funko Pops or whatever, right? So this Stanley Cup is burgundy handle, burgundy. It's got soft touch rubber on it, and it's got a black top. Okay. It's the lead in the lining. It is actually, the lead is the solder joint right here on the bottom. So so what they do is they get people like, oh, there's a limited edition. Oh, you didn't know they were super huge? So yeah, this is like a 40 some ounces, I think. They actually make bigger ones than this, I found out. And I want to get like a giant jug, because I have the kind of autism where I often forget to like feed and water myself throughout the day. And so one thing I want is, I want like one container that has my daily amount of water that I need to drink, and then all I have to do is just drink that container of water every day, and then I'm good. Rather than, like, you know, getting involved in a project that lasts 22 hours and I forget to eat or drink or use the bathroom, and then I'm like, I feel like I'm dying, and my girlfriend's like, you need to not be staring at that screen for like 1 second in the last week. The Stanley Cauldron, that's what we need to make. It's the Stanley Cauldron. Oh my goodness. Okay, wizards, we're gonna turn the music off, because now we're in a new spot. We actually haven't been here yet. It's the crystals. Listen to them. They're singing. Oh, look at these crystals. I wonder what they taste like. You could just reach out and lick one. I wonder, would it poison you? Are they some kind of, they're green, so they might be some kind of copper salt, you know. I don't know if you should really eat copper salts. It's not the healthiest thing. I like how Branch sits through his 10-minute ban and then immediately come back singing Crystals, Shipwreck 64. It could. I think this came first. This came first. What came first? The Myst or the Shipwreck? You know what, Branch? We're gonna allow it. You get one. You get one jizz. You can only jizz once, and then after that, you have to edge for the rest of your life. This is the Fisher. Oh, dude. Look at this. Look what they did in this remake. You always wanted to eat sugar crystals? You know, you could oh wait, it's the book back. I think, right? Is this the book back to Myst? It is. You know, you can just make sugar crystals, right? Like, you take a pencil, you tie a string around it, you take yeah, AP knows exactly what I'm talking about. I used to do that too. Yeah, they'd never fully develop because you'd eat them. They look so nice. They're super duper cool. Rock candy. Yeah. You make a super saturated solution and then you seed it. Yeah. Sugar crystals or meth. Now, that second one is, that's not as fun. Oh my gosh. We finally go back to the Myst Island. I am so, incredibly relieved. Did we get anything? Found a way back from the Selenitic period. Okay. So did I solve any puzzle there? I didn't. We didn't, did I bring anything back of value? I thought in each age you're supposed to bring back like a solution, a hint. Remember Pop Rocks? I remember Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks are still a thing, aren't they? No, they explode in your mouth. Okay, so we solved this. So this is done now. This is done, and this is done. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You're going to have a blackcurrant flavored hard candy. I would love that, dude. Blackcurrants are something that don't exist in the United States. That's a flavor that, like, Americans don't know. Like, I've never seen or tasted anything blackcurrant. And I don't know that anyone that I know has either. Pop Rocks were overpriced. I'm assuming because it was like an imported candy. Did I get the blue and red pages? Oh, I did. That's right, dead guy. I did get the blue and red pages. Of course, that makes so much sense. So that's the progress. I totally forgot about that. You want jackfruit candy? Isn't jackfruit kind of like funky and stinky? Okay, we actually know what time you're gonna go because Death Note, that is valid. That is very, very valid. Death Note is important. Jackfruit's so bad. I feel like everything has a use. Here, let's go take a look at our photo album. We actually took a picture of this. Point redemption. Was it 7:20 p.m.? Ripe jackfruit is like rotten jackfruit. Sable, thank you so much for contributing channel points. You hated blackcurrant because whenever I ate blackcurrant candy, you thought it was grape? Interesting. Understandable. Hey, Dead Guy Productions, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Good to see you, and we'll catch you next time. So, dude, honestly, so grape is like one of my favorite flavors of all time. I love grape. Artificial grape. I love artificial grape. I keep taking photos thinking that I'm gonna jump. I don't know why I have the urge to jump in this game. Let's go take a peek at the observatory again. I just want to make sure that I have the right puzzle solution. What's going on? Oh, I have to close the door. They're like safety first, arms and legs inside the door. Hey, Branch, thanks for hanging out. Your dad found these grapes in a supermarket where you lived. Gigantic grapes. You don't like artificial grape flavoring? Go slay the dragon of a local village, please. We love you so much, Branch. Yes. Make sure to jizz lots for us. Dang, those are some super huge grapes. Yeah, I really do enjoy artificial grape flavoring. Artificial watermelon is really good. Watermelon, I feel like, is really, really good, but it needs to be perfectly ripe. And actually, I found a trick. So, like, I'm a huge fan of dehydrating things. Like, I make jerky, I make dehydrated fruits and stuff. Pineapple is one of the best ones to dehydrate because it already has the acidity. But if I've tried to make dehydrated watermelon candy, and it never quite tastes right, because, and I figured out what it was, it's because it's not sour enough. Wait a second. Oh, this is actually... I didn't realize that this was a location. Let's go check out this puzzle real quick. Real watermelon is too risky. It's always either flaky or rubbery. That's fair. That's fair. I tend to shop for fruit when it's in season, when it's like really in season. This Asian girl had some giant grapes on her well, so you want to know why you have watermelon vape juice? That actually sounds really good. The reason why Asian fruits look so good is because they have an entire industry that is based around like extreme like produce growing, and they will make perfect. Like, have you ever seen, there's like, you can buy gigantic strawberries in Japan that are like $60 a piece, but they're like an old Japanese man like basically like held the fruit for its entire lifetime and like said sweet nothings to it to make sure it grew just perfectly, and like, oh, too much sun on this side, he's adjusting the shade, and like it's a thing. It's a thing. January 13th, 3802. Okay, wait, so we have 3 different dates, but I thought it's actually watermelon bubblegum. That actually sounds really, really good. I swear I already have these. I already have these dates and times. And then what? It was 720, 132, 826. Okay, one of these is I know why. I know what one of those numbers is the puzzle for. I do. If you ever get rich, you'll only ever eat that kind of stuff. But I won't even live to the age of 20 because the voices won't let you, Skibbity. You know what's funny is I've actually talked to people that like clean the houses of like ultra rich people and stuff, and dude, wealthy people eat the same stuff that broke people eat, basically. They just can afford more of it. What's my favorite fruit? Oh man, that's a really, really good... Take it easy, Branch. That's a really, really good question. I think my favorite fruit is strawberry, honestly. Apple pears, Asian pears. Yeah. Lychee's good. Asian pears are good. Yes, that's super, super tasty. I do like a really, really good, credits to Ilyich, a cross between an apple and a pear. I love that. Raspberries, fantastic. I love raspberries. I like strawberry because I'm a huge fan of like strawberry milk, and I've even made my own strawberry milk. Cactus fruit. Now that's what I haven't had. I have not had a cactus fruit. Raspberries are elite. Actually, I have a trick for you, AP. Do you want to know how to make your raspberries not go bad? When you get them from the supermarket, okay, first thing is like to open the container up and like wash them, okay, and then set them out on a paper towel to dry a little bit. And then what I want you to do is you need some sort of sealing container. It can be plastic. I like to use glass mason jars, which I have these plastic resealable tops for them. Take a piece of paper towel and fold it up into a square about this big, and then stuff it down inside on the bottom of the jar and put all your raspberries in that jar and then close it. The lack of oxygen, the raspberries will not mold. At all. They'll last weeks. They will wilt, and then eventually when they get kind of mushy, you can like blend them up and use them in like smoothies and stuff. The mold comes from oxygen and the other stuff. Yeah. So I used to keep berries fresh for weeks at the cocktail bar I worked at. I have another trick for anyone who likes fresh mint, but you can never seem to keep your fresh mint from wilting in your fridge. The trick is to shock it. Take your mint bouquet and take a pitcher or a container, put some ice in it, some water, flip the mint upside down, let it sit in that ice water for like 10 minutes, and then pull it off and cut the bottom off of it, and then put it upright in a little vase of water and let that just sit at room temperature. If you can put it at the bottom of your fridge, where it's not super cold, it'll stay a little bit nicer. But yeah, we used to shock mint and let it sit, and that was how I reduced our food budget from $130 a week to $90 a week. Oh my god, the kitty. Can I coax you up here, my dear? The kitty she's outside. You're gonna make trillions with those bartending tips, man. Yeah, dude, becoming a bartender, I am a little biased though, because I bartend in the Midwest, where bartenders are treated kind of like deities around here. Can we have a bar stream? Yes, I do want to do that. That is absolutely 100% on the thing. What I think we're gonna do for that is, I think the bartending stream is probably going to be the next reward. So Zoran Ross Paints and Music Stream Challenge is coming up very, very soon, where I drink for 8 hours straight. We could do that. So what's funny is I don't actually drink anymore, but there was a point in time when I could polish off a bottle in a night. And I'm talking like a liter of liquor, like a full liter. And then puke at the cameraman. Oh no, I don't puke. Professional bartender. I used to drink while I bartended. I used to drink excessively. I used to drink like 2 shots an hour for a 12-hour shift. Yeah, we would get wasted at the bar. But I don't like to encourage that. I like to encourage responsible consumption. But if you guys want to learn how to make a bunch of really good cocktails, we will do that. I will get a bunch of ingredients and we will shake up cocktails. Brush your teeth with vodka? You could brush your teeth with vodka. Yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking after we do the Zoran Ross Paints and Music stream, that will be the following channel challenge. I think that would be a sweet one to do. Yeah, Midwestern bartenders usually drink on the job. So what's funny is the bar that I work at now, we're not allowed to drink on the job, and I actually don't have it. Oh no, there's a network error. Am I still live? Can you guys still see me? Are we still here? Are we still talking? Because my OBS, yes? No? Nico, are you? Oh my god, you're trolling me. He's trolling me because how could he have heard the question? I'm in one of those situations where OBS has crashed on me. So we're just gonna ignore what's happening on this screen. And we're just gonna focus over here where apparently we're still live. Isn't that funny? I bet you're like, oh my god, is this real? And my Twitch feed is telling me that there was a network error too, but I guess we're still here, so whatever. YOLO. 826, I think. He can't. Oh, I can see you. I can see you, Branch. Skibbity Riz. Who's got the jizz? Let's try 826. Is that it? That's it. I will not press OK on the crash. I know, AP, it was terrible. It was terrible. I was trying to make something happen. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Ignite. Oh, there we go. Now we got the furnace. Okay, so now this puzzle. You know how people say life is so unfair? It actually is. Your family has a series of heart problems. Most men don't get till the age of 55. Yeah, that sucks. You know, genetic things are that's hard. I've got diabetes runs in my family. It's called the skinny fat guy disease because you look skinny, but really your body is. So eventually, what'll happen? So that's actually I've made extreme attempts to cut like sugar and candy and stuff out of my diet. But eventually, what will happen is the concentration of sugar in my blood will get to the point that it starts to crystallize and tear up my veins, and you know it'll be great. It'll be a slow, painful death for us all. We have to get the right pressure to get that tree up the right height. Oh, there it is. We did it, just accidentally. I know, right? Lovely. Isn't it? You know what, though? Oh, it's timed. It's timed. But you know what, though? That's just life. That's just life. I also have this theory. This is kind of a morbid theory a little bit, but I have this theory that, like, you know how like old Jeff people.
Bezos.
Oh man, we're Jeff Bezosing anyways. Look at this. Your family has an unfortunate run of cancer in it. Yeah. Your family also are heavy smokers, which that contributes to it a little bit. But yeah. Dude, yeah, families have rough diseases and stuff that runs. But so I have this theory. So like, I have a theory that like, so as you get older, your body starts to break down. Like, I'm in my 30s now. I got back problems. I got back pain. I got acid reflux. I got all these things, right? I have a theory that as you get older, your body's supposed to kind of break down. That way, it's not as traumatic for you to die. Like, think about it. Like, you get really old, and you slowly get used to all the aches and pains of life. But by the time you get to be like 90 or 100 years old, you're just like, and I've talked to plenty of old people. I used to work in nursing homes and stuff. I've talked to plenty of old people that leukemia is not related to smoking. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like, to be fair, I feel like carcinogens just kind of generally, like, anything that puts a stress on your body's immune system can contribute to cancers, because cancers are really just like mutating cells. But that is fair, Pete Boss. So I used to work in nursing homes, and I would talk to people that were like really old, and some of them, like even like my great grandmother was like, you know, she was like, oh, I'm ready whenever God's ready to take me. You know, she was like, you know, she was old, she couldn't walk very well and stuff, but she was like super okay with that. She's like, I've lived a long, healthy life, I've lived a long life, I got to see all kinds of cool stuff, and she was at peace, you know what I mean, with like that concept. Whereas like me, I'm like young, I'm like, I don't want to think about that. That stuff scares me. But I think that it's sort of like this was the PNC days. PRN, yes. When I used to sell scrubs, yes, I was a salesman. I would drive around. But so I don't know. That's why I try to whenever a new ache or pain crops up, and I'm like, oh, look at these new horrific ways that I'm going to, you know, experience whatever. I try to not worry about it because I'm just like, you know what? I think this is it's inevitable, you know. It's whatever. One day we'll, what is it, like Carl Sagan said, one day we'll return to the stars. You know, it'll be great. PRNI, whatever, dude. I worked there a lifetime ago. It was like an actual decade ago, man. I'm surprised you actually remember that. Look at that, Pete Boss and Zoran, friends for life. Was my first like best friend when I moved to this area. I've known Pete Boss since 3rd grade. Can you believe that? Isn't that amazing? Jeff's gone. Oh, let me in. See you later, Branch. Always good to see you. We'll be back tomorrow for some more shenanigans. Oh no, we went too far. Oh, it went too far. 3. Wait, do I have to do... Is there a combination? Oh, I'm in. Oh, I got in. Wait, I'm up in the air. What's happening now? I'm scared. What's this? What is this? What's this contraption? How do I... I'm in the air now. Ban you for 8 hours. Okay, I'm gonna ban you for 8 hours so you can sleep, okay? But wait, I can't ban you for 8 hours. I can silence you. Hang on, what is this? Ban a branch, timeout a branch, warn a branch. Okay. Branch, it's been fun. I am going to give you an 8-hour timeout so you can get some sleep, buddy. We will see you tomorrow. Have an excellent night. There he is. Branch is on an 8-hour timeout. Oh, it deleted his messages too? Why does it do that? You know what? It's fine. I still have all of your messages, Branch, on the tablet. It doesn't delete it from my console, so I can see. I can see all your skibbity riz and your jizz bread and all that stuff too. It's going to be baked into my noodle forever. I love this community so much. Can I make this go down into the ground now? Am I supposed to go underground? Oh, man. And Branch, if you are still here, I want you to know that timeout is not... I only did that because you asked me, and because I love you, buddy. Oh, yeah. Well, we made some progress today, Wizards. We found another puzzle that I got to figure out how that works. I don't know exactly how the pressure thing works. Let's try, what did it say? 7:20 p.m. Let's see if we can 7:20 p.m. ourselves. 7:20. Is that it? Oh, we have to. There's a button. There's a skibbity button on here. Oh, that's it. Rise! Rise like Moses! We part the Red Sea! Poseidon! Reveal to me your secrets. Look at that. Nico T's unfollowing. I'm so sorry, Nico. That's okay. Well, it's no. This was an isolated incident. No more of that. I am a 35-year-old man, and I am not. Oh, it's okay. Hey, you know what? One more chance. I appreciate you, Nico, for giving me one more chance. You know, something about Something about Germans and their German humor. I love them to death. Oh, Germany, you're so funny. Close to 35. That's true. That's true. Flula? German with the German with Flula? Is Flula Borg? Yes. Oh, dude, Flula is great. Flula is hilarious. What a guy. The German guy that posts his thoughts throughout the day. Dude, so funny. Flula is hilarious. Because Flula has been on the internet for a while. That was his shtick back on... I don't know if he still does learning German with a German. And he would... it would be some, like... I love how so many of Germany's words are, like... This word describes that peculiar annoyance when you peel a hangnail or something. And it's like... Kerspitzgesprechen or something. I don't know. I can't speak German. Although my ancestors... I'm mildly German. I don't know. Mostly Czechoslovakian. A little Polish, maybe. A little Romanian. We got some of that gypsy blood in us. What? You go away now? It closed. Oh, the door closed. We're all a little everything, yeah. What's funny is, my little sister did like that 23andMe or whatever, the DNA thing. I've never done it, but it's like kind of neat because it's like, okay, cool. We can kind of see like where our family's heritage is from. And she was convinced. She had all these like preconceived notions or whatever. And then it's like, okay, where does most of our family's genealogy come from? The mountains of Caucasus, where white people come from. It's like, that's our origin. You recently found out that half your family is Romanian, not directly, but 2 generations ago. That's awesome. That's super duper cool. We're like brothers almost, AP. So, my family is kind of really, really interesting. So I think this is kind of where we're gonna leave Myst for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and make a save file for next time. We're gonna make a nice save game. We will overwrite that. But let's chat a little bit. I'm not quite ready to go yet. What's interesting is. So my last name is Zoran, MasterZoran. And Zoran is actually a really, really common first name in Slavic parts of the world. And the story goes, it was what it was. So it wasn't, not my dad, my grandfather. I don't know if it was my great-grandfather or if it was one generation back from that. Maybe it was great-grandpa. No, because it wasn't Grandpa Hurt, so it would have been my grandfather's dad. When he moved to the United States, his first name was, or his last name was impronounceable. It had a bunch of backwards Russian characters and stuff, and like letters that just don't exist in English. So, when he immigrated, he landed, in New York City or wherever the hell, off the boat, and they're like, "Oh, your name is Zoran Kershkvanjkovich or whatever," and they're just like, "Yeah, that's too complicated. So we're gonna your new first name is gonna be Richard, and then your last name is gonna be Zoran." And my family actually tried to, like, my uncle, I think, went over to Europe and like spent some time trying to like trace our family history back, and he was just like, "Dude, it's." What do you do? It's like going around. It's like trying to find someone whose like last name is, or like imagine someone whose first name is like John, and you have like the John family or like Johnson. It's like, oh, do you know anyone named with the last name Johnson? Yeah, there's like 10 million of them in the United States. So that kind of became like a there's not a lot of Zoran last names, but there's a lot of Zoran first names. So it's like, how do you even trace that? So we're just kind of like, that's it. We know that I'm like, what, 3rd or 4th generation American, and yeah. Actually, there was a guy at the bar last night who was celebrating. He got his, he's like, my green card got extended. I'm not getting deported. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's get drunk about it. And I said, and when they try to deport you, come back, we'll hide you. Shh, we'll make sure you can stay. Oh man, it's so fun. It's so fun talking to everybody and learning everybody's just about families and traditions and different customs, and learning about what pizza, that cool pizza. What is it? Chavremil, I think it's pronounced. Sort of. I'm getting there. From memory, is that it? That sounds gangster. I need to make it. We're gonna make some of that. Wizards. I think we're gonna do a little short stream tonight. We're gonna cut her a little short. It's like 7. I think I'm gonna go get some dinner. Talking about origins and roots can be turned sour really fast if the context is no, I can be hateful because of that ethnicity. No, I love making it wholesome. At the end of the day, we're all just people, you know? We're all just people trying to make our way here. And dude, you know, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all brothers and sisters on Earth. You know, wait till we find the aliens, then it's gonna be like humans versus like the Galactic Senate or whatever, and then that'll really unite us. Maybe in 100 years, who knows? Wizards, I'm gonna go get some dinner. I'm gonna take go on a little walk maybe. But we will be back tomorrow. Right around like 4. I think 4 is probably what we're kind of shooting for. Monday evening kind of stuff. Let's roll some credits. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out and chatting and sticking around. Tonight's stream was popping. I had a ton of fun tonight. That was great. Credits. It has been a wonderful stream, hasn't it? It's great. You guys are fantastic. This is one of my favorite things. Yes, of course. I'm always here for advice. You let me know if you need any more advice. Feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to DM me on Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and dump our socials in here just for anyone who might be lurking. The best background noise you had in your entire life? That's awesome. Thank you so much, Nico. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really, really, really appreciate that. We're going to wait for this to scroll one more time. I'm going to go ahead and list out all of my lovely and wonderful moderation staff. Moderators, thank you guys so very, very much. And VIPs, King, AP, Bipsy, Boost Shack, Bootsy Warrior, BP Fresh, Comrade Punky, Durek Rommel, Dusty Balls, Flammy Z, Frisetto, G Tater, Ilyich, McMonkeytron, Neelanth's other... Oh, Nillant. That's actually someone different. Never mind. Pete Boss, Moonlight. Restreambot. He's in there. Look at him. Sapotes. Snake Up. Oh my goodness. Sarcasm. Stevie Wonderbread. Thank you for the lovely hat. Excellent. Super Horse. Nacho Baron. TV Snack Time. Wolfang and Goose Baby. Those are my, we're gonna make sure to thank those people. Those are some extra special VIP members of the stream community. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. But an extra special thank to all of you out there in TV land. Thank you so much to the world's sexiest people. That is all of you. Thank you so much for supporting the streams. Thank you so much for spending your time here with us tonight and hanging out. We got some new followers. Very random guy, maybe. Thank you so much for the follow. Sakun, thank you so much for the follow. Dead Guy Productions, thank you for the follow. And hey, thank you for the advice to get me through that puzzle. Cass W Art and Renbo, thank you both for the follow. Cass, thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, that was so kind. Nico, thank you so much for the sub and the gift sub. Branch, thank you for the donation, both today and yesterday. I really appreciate that. Thanks to my moderators who've been hanging out, Flammy Z, Pete Boss, Neelanth, all of the VIPs and moderators that I listed before. Cass, thank you again for the raid. You guys have been fantastic. This has been great. We will be back tomorrow. I think we're gonna go back to doing some more Elden Ring tomorrow. We did Myst for a couple days. We're gonna go back to Elden Ring. We're to kind of just mix it up. I really, really want to beat Mesmer. That's my current goal, and I would love to do that on stream for you guys. So we're gonna maybe work on a little grinding, maybe get up to that level 140 range that I'm looking for to kind of feel good fighting Mesmer. And yeah, let's get sweaty tomorrow. It'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. So Wizards, that is all the time we have for today. I love you guys so very, very much, and I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Sunday. Nice, cozy. Make a little hot cocoa, or you know, sip on a lemonade or something lovely. Just, you know, watch the sky. Appreciate where we are. Take it easy, Nico. Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.